Welcome, everybody. How's everyone doing for the Blind Wave podcast?
Hello.
This isn't vacation.
No, Rick, it is not. Last week we had no podcast because of vacation. So sorry, guys. We did have last week one stream. Right, Eric?
Huh? Yeah, I had a stream last week
We had one stream last week.
where I finished Mass Effect, the trilogy.
Mass Effect? Is that like the pirate version?
It is not, but I would play that too.
Those are very important. They affect a lot.
I would absolutely play that game. No, I came in and streamed on Friday, which is not my usual day, but many people showed up and it was a hell of a stream.
Good.
Then I streamed last night too, as that was like the crescendo of Mass Effect, and last night was like the goodbye to Mass Effect.
Last night was the cigarette.
It was.
The cigarette.
If you were there, you know how apt that is.
Good way to put that. No, I started Horizon Zero Dawn because I had finished up Halo 2 before that. So Horizon Zero Dawn, I'm streaming that now on Mondays, which is I've only done it once. It's a lot of fun. I'm really wanting to play it. So if you guys want to check that out, both the Mass Effect and Horizon are on, and everything else too right now is on our Twitch VOD archive on YouTube. So you can also watch it there. But yes, I'm excited for that. Well, how's everyone's vacations?
I'll start with mine. It was very simple. We just went up to Columbus. We stayed at a place called Brewdog, which has a dog hotel by it, which was awesome. So we were able to take Obi.
I thought you went up there for like hot dogs.
I mean, yes. No. No, they have like a restaurant. It's like a beer themed place too. You can have your dogs there. They have a really nice dog park, and you can have dogs in the room. But they also have like their own brewed, like they brew stuff at the place. Their own brewed craft beer there as well. Like, and it's everywhere.
Do
They
they
literally
have
in your shower is a stocked refrigerator of
In
their
your
beer.
shower?
In your shower.
So I mean, you can be taking a shower and you open a refrigerator?
Yep.
Won't it get wet in the refrigerator?
It's made for it.
It's made to get wet?
Yep. So and then they have like then you open, you drink. You can put. They have a holder for your drink in the
What
shower.
if you get your shower in your drink?
What do you mean?
Like, what if your shower gets in your drink?
Well, I mean, it happens.
Soap
Just
and water
That's
and
what you need a
stuff?
parasol
Don't
for.
put your-
How long are you in the shower for? That you need a drink? I got a break time.
It's an
Hey,
experience.
some people
Aaron.
need a drink
I get it.
while doing daily activities.
I used to like take long hot showers for a long time. I feel like I don't do that as much anymore.
Sure.
I don't have time for it.
We really need to watch Seinfeld.
I just can't imagine having like I need a break time. Let me get a water. What do they got in the fridge? Like what kind of stuff?
A brewski.
Craft beer.
Just it's all beer.
I mean, you can put anything you want in there,
Sounds like my dad would love this.
but it comes stocked with it. Yeah, it's pretty
Yeah,
great.
that's true.
They have craft beer on tap in the room as well.
Jeez.
But yeah, it was just a really cool place. But it was mostly just kind of a headquarters for us to go around and explore Columbus a little bit. And we're just up there for 3 days, very relaxed. It was the place that I had spoken about a couple weeks ago, where I went with my brother, and we got the buffalo cauliflower wings.
Cauliflower wings.
Yep, which were fantastic. We tried that again, but this time we had the it was like honey garlic wings or something like that, but they were made of cauliflower. Still really good.
So there's no meat, or are they
Not
breaded
those.
instead of bread? Are they cauliflower breaded?
They're cauliflower breaded.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I was like I remember something about this I think, but I don't remember which way the cauliflower went.
But I mean, it's a gigantic place. It's actually in like this giant warehouse where they brew the beer, but they have 50 pinball machines. They have oiled down lanes that you. It's not like air hockey, but kind of. I don't know. They have a bunch of games. They have trails. A lot of outdoor stuff for if you have a dog with you, but if not, you can be inside and you don't want to be bothered by dogs. There's
You can
places
just
for that
get
too.
drunk in your shower.
Can I walk the trail without a dog?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You have to have a dog pass.
Yeah, I wasn't sure. Like, is it?
You must
4
have this many
dogs?
legs to enter.
Yeah. Like I don't know. Like, there's a
It's
dog
cool.
park. Can I go to the dog park without a dog? Is that like going to the kid park without a kid? You know, like.
When we booked it, I originally booked it, and I was like, I mean, it's not a honeymoon. We'll have something different for an actual honeymoon, but it was kind of like our after wedding trip. So I was like, I'll book a suite, And then the lady's like, well, our suites the dogs can't be in. It's just the regular rooms for dogs. I'm like, oh, okay, well, no problem. So when we got there, we were on the first floor. The first floor, actually, each room has outside access for your dog. Right?
Oh,
So
sweet.
if you need to go out at night, it's literally the door opens right there, and you're out on the yard, and there's a pond there and everything. It's really nice. But when we got in there, that door just wouldn't lock, and don't really feel comfortable. Like you can sleep in a strange place, and you can just walk in from the woods.
Yeah.
There's no lock.
Especially on the
So
ground floor.
I went, and the guy was very nice that signed us in, but he came in to the room, and he every time I went outside and then tried to open it, it opened. But he tried to do it, and it locked. And he's like, oh, it seems to be fixed. He had an exit. It seems to be fixed, and he left. And then I just did it again, and it immediately opened. I'm like, no. I went back out there. I'm like, hey, you have to come back and check. I don't know what happened. That was a fluke. Because 9 times out of 10, this thing opens. So then it was doing that. And he's like, well, we can call our maintenance guy, but it was a Monday when we checked in. So he's like, you might not be here for a couple hours. Tell you what. We're just going to upgrade you to a suite. I said, that'd be great, but they said the dogs can't. It's like, your dog's little. Who cares?
Nice. Okay.
So
Problem
I
solved.
originally booked a suite, went down to a regular room at that rate, and then got the suite for the rate of a regular room.
Well, there you go.
So
That's awesome.
that was a hell of a thing. Do you? Yeah.
We have
Yeah,
a
show the
picture.
shower.
Show the shower.
I hope
picture.
Eric's in it. Damn it.
Holy shit.
There you
That's
go.
not a refrigerator. That's just a shelf,
Well,
Eric.
Jake,
The
enhance.
suite has the fridge.
I was misled.
Control,
Gotcha.
scroll.
Yeah.
That looks like hot sauce for your body.
I want to see what's in there.
They actually have the soap, the shampoo, the conditioner
Yeah.
is all made with this. They call it Elvis juice, which is they put it in their craft beer as well. But inside of it, they
It says Elvis juice.
yeah. So this is just this right here is the that's not the beer. That's the shampoo.
I'd say
the
beers in the
stuff.
pump.
Yeah. You just,
No, I think when I got a look at the first room that we were in, where the refrigerator was right in the shower. In the suite that we were in, the refrigerator is outside the shower stall. But one of the selling points for it is you drink when you're in the shower, and this one doesn't. You can't.
People
see
just
the
go there,
couple
they're
of
drunk the whole time, walking around with their dog. Wow.
Taking a hot shower
That'd
and
be great.
sweating, getting dehydrated, then drinking seems like a bad combination.
It's quite pleasant.
Wait, you're getting what? You're getting dehydrated in the shower?
If you're having a hot shower,
How long you in
There's
there?
the refrigerator there.
Drink before you get in there,
okay.
Rick.
That's the shower beer.
That is shower beer.
I mean, doesn't get much more evidence than that.
You put that shower beer sign on there, didn't you?
Nice, interesting,
yeah.
different.
It's very unique.
Seems like something Tim Allen would design.
Yeah. It's
Home improvement.
Yeah, definitely.
Sounded like
get Con Allen to make it.
I said design.
You're right.
that sounds fun, Eric.
It was a fun little trip. We also went to Columbus and did some cool stuff and had some great times. Sure, yeah. No, I had some really cool designs on the outside too. The whole side of this building has this giant octopus design to it, and there's also this shipping container there that has iron and metal stuff as well, tentacles coming out. It looks really cool.
Neat.
Neat.
Shower beer is the most American thing I've heard.
I'm not really a big drinker either, so
Right, it's right up there with bathtub gun.
Everyone has bathtub gun.
That's the gun you
Yeah.
keep beside the bathtub, right?
Yeah.
They
The doghouse.
they had some crazy flavors and stuff. One of them was a sour fruit flavor,
Sour fruit.
and it was a little more sour than it was fruit.
What kind of fruit?
I don't know. It was just a sour. It just tasted like a really old bad beer. Man, this is sour. But I'm
Ah.
sure some people really like it.
Look at that octopus.
That is.
It's cool art. I like it.
It is.
It looks like the octopus is being attacked by tentacles.
Where are the pictures of the pinball machines, Eric?
I didn't take them.
God
Damn,
I
see,
can
where are
see
the
I can
pictures of
see pinball
tables?
machines back
I don't
there
know.
though.
You'll probably won't be able to see this very well. I took
can
this
see, like,
picture of
2.
one of the cans of draft beer, and it's if you can see it, it's
Gary.
It's
or-
Gary, but it's like a Pokemon card
Yeah.
on it. You probably can't really see it very well, but they had some really cool designs on their beer as well.
It is like a Pokemon.
Neat. There you are.
Yep.
Observing the casks.
Are those the
They were
brews
very
or the
big-
dogs?
Those are very big caskets.
Cool.
But yeah, fun trip, and it's only 2 hours away. So
Yeah, cool.
Speaking of pinball, before I go into my vacation,
yes,
while I was on vacation, there was a pinball machine delivered, which is very exciting.
we do have a new pinball machine.
Yes.
So we get emails all the time for like people who want to sponsor things or like have us do videos or whatever.
all the time.
All the time.
Stuff that I don't know if we should do this one.
So like anytime I see in the subject of an email like promotion or sponsorship or whatever, like I just kind of glance over
Yeah,
and
your
go.
eyes kind of glaze over.
So I think it was Aaron who brought it up.
Sure. No,
Yeah.
I got tweeted, and I was like, well, go ahead and email me about it, and we'll see what it is. And when they emailed us, they said about, like, pinball table. And I was like, Rick, did you see this pinball table thing? You're like, what?
Literally drop things.
Yeah, and I was like, no, I did not see that, Aaron. So I read it and affiliated with Stern Pinball about lending us a machine.
Yep.
To like have it here, swap it out, have it in the videos, which is
It's so much fun.
a dream come true.
I have the high score, and I have the second high score, and I have the fourth high score.
I haven't
Fifth.
actually played it yet.
Sure, Rick, sure.
Yeah, if you haven't
Excuses.
seen any new videos, it's in the She-Hulk trailer.
Yeah.
Anything that was live this week, it's in.
Yeah, it's a Stern Mandalorian, so it's pretty sweet. It's like old Netflix, right? Where you would get a DVD and then send that DVD back and get another one.
Yeah.
Sure.
So it's just that, but with pinball machines.
No, it's really fun. I like it.
Crazy.
It's based on Mandalorian, and it's digital. It's so different than the other one that we had that we were messing with and stuff too, and it's actually a lot of fun. I liked it a lot.
Although maybe my favorite part was you describing your interaction with the pinball master.
Man,
That was great.
it was me and Eric here. It actually got delivered like during our review for
Our Doctor Strange review. We went and saw Doctor Strange early in the morning on Saturday, and then we were here around noon.
Yeah,
I would
something
say.
like that. I don't know, but it came in while we were here, like for that. And they came in. They looked to see where they wanted to put it or how to bring it in anyway. And as they were there, they were getting stuff set up. The one guy was like friends with the guy who actually like was running the stuff and said, "Oh yeah, he's like, third or fourth in the world for pinball." And I'm like, I don't even know how that works because all the machines are so different. Is that just like he's just really good at every machine? Is that like one machine he's gotten really, really good with? I don't know what it means exactly, but he must be good. So they're talking to me about different things. I know a little bit because of Rick.
They're
I don't
showing
know
all
that
the
much.
advanced features.
And I have to like go into their there's an app that you can sign into for Stern. You can make an account. You can scan a QR code. It logs you into the machine through your QR code. You can track your high scores and what machines you've played on with this QR code and this app and everything. Like there's so much stuff.
Really
like,
cool.
Here,
And
do
you
this,
gotta
do
be-
this, do this. I'm like, okay, I'm doing all this stuff.
He's got to be thinking too, like, okay, so Stern told me to take a machine to this place, like, and just for free. Like, these guys must be pinball like fanatics.
Yeah, like he wasn't selling it to us. He was
No.
just delivering
He's
this
just
thing.
being-
It's like
he
I
was
don't know what
told
they're
to
doing.
bring it.
So like he's talking to me, and I don't think I know enough to compare with what this guy's talking about. At one point, he said something. I was like, sure, yeah,
sure,
Like I'm not really sure what he was asking, but I agreed with it, whatever it was. But at one point, we get it set up, we get things kind of balanced out and everything, and he goes, "Well, yeah, you're gonna try it. You want to plug it in and actually, I'm like, yeah, I suppose we should. Yeah. I wasn't even planning on I figured they just set it up and I'd leave it there. But I went and got an extension cord. I plugged it in and stuff. And he said, go ahead and play it. I'm like, all right. So I'm sitting there playing this game of pinball for the first time on a machine that I've never played on, right? And he just next to it, just standing there staring at me. And then at one point, he goes, all right, now you want to shoot it up that ramp over there. And I'm thinking, I mean, shoot it up. I'm just hitting it. When the ball comes down, I hit the button and the ball goes back up. Yeah, I don't know
right.
where it's going.
The only thing I do is I don't want the ball to go here.
Yeah.
That's how I play pinball.
My goal is for the pinball not to drop below this point. And he's just like watching me and stuff like that. And then the other guy's like, yeah, pretty much if anything flashes, you want to go that way. And I'm like, my goal is just to keep it up in the table as much as I can.
That end of the board is flashing.
Send it that way.
You
So-
play like single ball, like I play multi-ball. Where it's like, okay, I'm just trying to keep the multi-balls in.
Yeah.
Like, if I can get it, fine. But
Sure. Well, at least on my first time. Like, I don't know the best way to shoot these, how to catch them, or anything. He's talking about the 3 different versions of this machine. He's talking about, you know, all these other machines and stuff that he's played on and stuff. Like, he knows this much more than I do.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't know the shot to do this.
well, there's a lot of skills
Like-
that transfer over.
Yeah. Like, I used to play the pinball table that I played the most was that Cadet Space Windows.
Windows.
Pinball table.
Yeah.
And I played that a lot, and I got pretty good at that one because I knew kind of when to hit to send things. This is my first time on the machine.
It's just like,
And I'm like, I don't know what to do. It'd be like if someone's first time playing Smash Brothers has like all of us like watching
like if
them.
Nintendo
Be like,
told
just
you,
dodge
hey,
it.
I need you to take this Switch and a copy of Smash to these guys.
Yeah.
No questions asked. You're like, oh, fuck. Okay, so I want to see these guys play Smash, and then they're just not good. That's what it felt like.
So yeah, but it was fun. It's a really cool machine. I really like it. And now it's in the back of our videos right now too. And it's all flashing and stuff.
I think it looks great.
Yeah,
It
I
does
really
look
like. There's
very
like a
cool.
digital screen that shows like clips from the Mandalorian show and stuff too. And there's lots of cool parts of it, and I really like
Very cool.
audio clips. At one point, the pinball table told me that this guy's a joke, and I was like, "No, I'll do better next time."
Don't judge me.
What does
At
it
one
say
point-
about the child?
The child is lit.
The child is lit.
It was my favorite thing I'm playing. Is like, it sounds like grief. Going, the child is lit, and then it's like, you hear that? The child's lit. I don't know what it
Gosh,
means,
that's awesome.
but he's lit. So, pretty fun, really cool.
I didn't mean to derail the vacation talk, but
No, you're fine.
Oh,
I figured that was gonna come up at some point because I figured that was like, well, I went on vacation, went outside, but we got a pinball table, you know? Like,
That's inside.
Did you want to talk about what you did, Rick?
I can, yeah. It probably doesn't sound very special describing it, but it is special, and I'll go into why. But we went to Hocking Hills, which is also about 2 hours away, I think.
I actually drove through Hocking because that side of Columbus is closer to go through Hocking.
Yeah, there's a
So
lot
I
of...
drove by being like, Rick might be here. Sense him.
Maybe. There's a
presence
lot
I've
of
not felt
state
since-
parks
Yeah.
in that area, a lot of hiking trails and really cool caves and rock formations and stuff. So we went up there for a week, had a log cabin, which still had Wi-Fi, obviously. Had a nice hot tub jacuzzi, which was pretty great. Felt very good for the sore muscles that the boxing has caused.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, we did a lot of hiking. It was a lot of fun. I'm not usually a big outside guy, but some of those views were just really like beautiful and breathtaking.
You probably went over to Old Man's Cave.
Yeah, Old Man's Cave. I can't remember everywhere that we went, but
The bridge and stuff like that.
there were bridges, there were waterfalls,
Yeah.
different stuff like that. I have some stuff up on my Instagram, I think, that I did. But the big thing for me was it's the first vacation I was ever really able to relax and enjoy.
Yeah.
Before, I always get super stressed about vacations. I have panic attacks. I like make myself sick
Sure.
for them. Even while I was a kid, like I would try to get out of them, any field trips or vacations or anything like that. The anxiety was just did not like leaving
Is
places.
it like the anticipation of experiencing something that you're not familiar with, or is it the stuff that you're not doing because you're doing that?
It's kind of everything,
Gotcha.
I guess.
Fear of the unknown because you've never been there either, so you don't
Fear
know what to
of-
expect. And
Yeah, it's like unknown. It's like I have to be in this car for a long time. Like I don't want to make other people who are with me not have fun,
Sure.
kind of thing. There's a lot that goes into it, but like this time, I kept forgetting that the vacation was coming up, which has never happened before.
Yeah.
And I didn't have a panic attack the entire time. It's the first time in my life I'm looking forward to the next one.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
So
It's fantastic.
now, have you had that like like all your life too? Because I know like the DC trip that we did back in like 8th grade, you didn't go to.
Yeah.
But like we went to LA like right after graduation and stuff.
We did.
But I don't know if you had a panic attack during that segment or not. Or
I definitely did, but like at a certain point, I forced myself to do things.
Sure, yeah.
Like especially around that time, that was shortly after it had gotten very bad. Like I had started developing agoraphobia, so I was just forcing myself to do things.
You're like, I got to do this because I don't want to be
agoraphobic. Like it doesn't matter how painful it is or whatever. I just gotta go and do it. But yeah, ever since I was a kid, like going to Florida, I remember like got so worried and sick, like I puked all over my sister in the car. So
I mean, I get that too. I remember being younger, it was like going to kindergarten or 1st grade or whatever, and like it was me and my sister, and I think one of us puked on the other one. And then the other one puked on the other.
Oh,
it was
no.
terrible.
It was the revenge puke.
It was a terrible thing. We were like in kindergarten and 1st grade, like on the bus and stuff like that too. And I think it's one of those like, being afraid of leaving and not being home, and you don't know what's going to happen out and whatnot. And it could be a contributor to that. I mean, it could have been contributed a little bit to car sickness too. But no, I remember like first time going to school because you were a kid. You don't know what it's going to be like.
Sure.
Like you don't know what school's like. You don't know who you're going to see there. You don't know what people are going to be like. And it can be a little nerve-wracking. I imagine it kind of like that, but just on a bigger scale of like, I'm going to a city I don't know, or whatever.
I have your Instagram pulled up. Evie's in one of the pictures.
Anything that's on my Instagram is fine.
Okay. I just wanted to double check.
Yep, thanks. So yeah, that was fun. Very relaxing. The hot tub helped with that. I still got to do. Yeah, so.
Who gave you a compass?
Well, we went to a.
Is it broken?
Yeah. Yes.
That was the whole.
So,
I didn't even realize that.
So we went we went to a Dunham's up there, and we bought some stuff, and we bought some walking sticks, and the walking sticks had compasses on them, and I don't think it was broken when I bought it, but I didn't look too closely because there were 3 of them, and I just bought 3 of them, and like I get out there to do my first hike, and I look. I'm like, well, this is a bad omen.
I remember you saying that, and you're like, I think it's a bad omen, and I did not notice it was broken. I thought it was just someone trusted you with the compass. I thought that was the bad omen.
No.
The fool did this.
So,
walking sticks are always, especially that type of walking stick. It's always the thing that you think that I don't need that until you start using it. Like, this is great.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah. But I always have to, if I'm hiking, I have to have some type of stick. Maybe not even just walking sticks, but I have to find a stick.
Yeah.
Definitely.
It's like
so
the
handy.
child that's still in there somewhere.
Yeah.
Like, I need a stick if I'm walking through the woods. So
You need a
if I
stick.
see like a briar or something, I can hit it.
A snake.
Yeah. Anything.
You're falling, the ground, drag.
The back of my friend's unsuspecting head.
I do laugh at Sand Angel saying he's so horrible with directions that he breaks compasses by touching them.
Yeah.
But I've seen Rick break many things by touching them.
That's true.
Like it's not just a
Well,
compass,
it's
I've
like
seen
I've
him destroy stress balls, and they're supposed to be squeezed,
I have such a bad sing voice it breaks glass. Like my sense of direction is so bad.
You just compasses just break.
Any directional implement
Yeah.
in my hands just shattered.
But no, this is always a cool location when I see this in photographs of people that are around here, going here. You do some type of filming location here. I wonder if they do permits.
Yeah, I don't know. I was thinking about that too while we were there. I was like, man, you could do a lot here.
Yep.
Like you could make this a expanse sci-fi planet pretty easily.
Yep.
Make it a bone cave.
A bone cave.
Yeah.
Oh man. Bone cave. Yeah, like normally I think it's because we kind of live in a pretty beautiful area as it is.
Sure.
Especially like being over in West Virginia all the time. Like environmental beauty does not do much for me.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, I've grown up with pretty trees and vistas and been on mountains and seen beaches, and like none of it really matters. But I don't know if it was just because I was more relaxed, I was able to enjoy it more. But yeah, it was pretty fun.
Yeah.
Got some sun, kind of, which was nice.
It was good.
Yeah, it does seem like just the exact opposite thing I think that you would enjoy. So that's
Definitely.
great.
Yeah.
I know you guys had talked about it. Did you guys end up riding horses?
Maggie and Evie did.
They did.
Yeah, so Maggie went out on like a ride away, and then Evie was led around, and I stayed with Evie.
Gotcha.
So
Cool.
that was very fun as well. I brought some board games in there. Evie for the first time got to play the Pokemon trading card game. So
How'd that go?
it was good. She liked it, and I liked it too. I'm trying to see because I have all my old cards.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't want these. Aaron collects them. Should I just give them to Aaron? But what if Evie wants them?
Sure.
So
The thing with the old cards is that they go for collecting wise now, but you don't usually play with them because the
You
way
can't play
things
with
have
them.
kind of altered and changed. Like especially the old ones, the damage values, the HP values, all that kind of stuff has really risen a bit more.
sure.
So like even like a Dragon Knight on the old cards is really weak compared to
Well,
like the Dragon Knights you get now. And stuff,
Yeah,
you
because
know?
we played the 3-deck battle thing or whatever.
Yeah.
And like, I'm like, I've played with some of these Pokemon before, and these numbers seem way bigger than I remember them being.
They've amped up a lot more. When they did evolutions and remade the cards, those ones they remade those, but they all kind of pushed HP values especially up more just to make them more competitively functional.
Viable.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So. But yeah.
I want to thank Alex in Scotland for the tree stream.
Thank you, Alex.
Whoa.
But
Thank you
yeah,
very much.
It was a nice place with like a fenced-in yard, so we did frisbee and squirt guns and
Nice.
stuff like that as well.
Cool.
I was still able to do some workouts.
That's cool.
As I saw from some of your Instagram posts,
Yes.
doing pull-ups in the rafters.
It was mostly body weight stuff. Yeah, I need a beam like that here.
Yeah.
Like that.
Because it
is
makes
great
you
for your
work
grip.
one side
Yeah.
a lot.
You need a beam like that here?
I do. It was really good. Like my grip, I feel like at the end of that week was way more strong than it was here doing regular pull-ups.
We need a rock wall
Maybe.
if you want to work on grip.
A rock wall
I
would
would
be so
love
much
a rock
fun.
wall.
That could be fun.
That'd be cool. Like a 3-story rock wall.
Yeah.
Like just on the outside of this building.
Yep.
Like the thing that Eric ran up.
Yeah. The thing that he ran up so easily for the.
We need a rock
Promised
wall there
Neverland
instead.
skit.
That'd be great. Well, good. I'm glad you enjoyed your vacation, Rick.
Yeah.
And had a stressless, stress-free, less stress.
I wouldn't say it was stress-free,
less,
but
less
it wasn't
stressed.
overwhelming
Yeah.
in any way. So,
So it's good.
yep.
Yeah.
And you
It's
didn't
cool.
get lost in the woods?
Also, it makes me look forward to whenever we start doing things again.
Sure, yeah. Not being as worried about like a con or a E3 kind of
So
thing.
yeah,
or
if we
something.
had, in the past, if we had gone to, I guess like going to WaveCon, maybe less so, but just like
Well, that
Star
was
Wars
closer,
Celebration or something.
But I know like
WaveCon
there
was also terrible.
Sure.
I know there was an E3 where like Rick was with us,
Yeah.
but he didn't go at that time. It was the next E3 that you went on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that'd be good.
Gotcha.
Hopefully it calms those down, and I'm glad the exercising and stuff's helping too.
Well, now that you,
Yeah, I mean, it's not just exercising, it's a lot of combined stuff, but the exercising is certainly the lynch key, I think.
well, now that you're better, they don't do E3 anymore.
I know.
Yeah.
I know, Eric.
Yeah.
It's
Sorry
so
to say.
sad.
We'll have to go to the Tokyo Game Show.
Oh, man, I want to go to Japan.
Like,
Or
that would be
the,
perfect. We go to Tokyo Game Show. We visit Japan. We do a whole thing.
I'm
for-
sad I missed getting to see Hakuho compete, but
Is he done now?
he's retired.
Retired?
But I still want to see sumo.
Japan would be cool.
What about the German like board game and video game expo?
Yes. Damn, I had it in my head and then it left. But
I
yeah,
can't-
no, that would be great. I want to see a bunch of like old battlefields and stuff. in
Gamescom.
England, Scotland, Gamescom.
That's what Josh said.
No. This is Essen
Yeah.
is the board game.
Gamescom is one, but I think it's a
Isn't that video game
expo
only?
in Germany, right? I don't think it's a board game one.
Yeah, it's Essen Spiel is the biggest board
Okay.
game convention in the world.
Yeah.
Because there was a lady at E3 who worked with Project Red when they were doing Witcher and stuff and all that. And I talked to her, and she's like, well, we're going to be at Gamescom coming up here in a few months. You guys should come to that. And I was like, I don't know if we're going to Germany yet. You know?
Yeah.
Like, we haven't done any out of states traveling yet. Well, Calvin, what about you? How did your time off go?
Yeah, it was really fun. We packed and everything the Friday afternoon after the Pokemon randomizer. We got up early and we drove to Canada on Saturday. We stayed in Niagara on the Canada side. So that was a lot of fun. It's not the first time that I had been to Niagara, but Carmen, it was the first time she had been to Canada and seen Niagara, so she was really happy to see that. We got a nice room with a falls view, and we got to stay up late watching the lights and stuff light up the falls. Got some cool like time lapse videos of that. And the next morning we woke up and drove around a little bit in Canada and came back down through the Michigan side rather than through the Buffalo side. And then we stayed 3 days in Columbus. We went to the zoo. We saw Jake and Dababa.
Like coincidentally?
Well,
it wasn't like planned we'll meet up here. It was just like you both happened to be there.
No.
we were planning on going to the zoo at the same time. And we probably wouldn't have been looking for them had we not known that they were going.
We were at IKEA because we were just waiting for our room to become ready, and Jancy really wanted to have the Swedish meatballs, and we ran into Jake and Dababa.
Yeah. So
Accidentally.
all of us on our weekend ran into Jake and Dababa at some point.
It wasn't planned.
Yeah, Rick and Maggie, when they were walking through the caves and stuff, just there was Jake and Bob.
There's Jake and Dababa.
So yeah,
Kind of like a certain flight, Eric.
we stayed up there. We test drove some Subarus because Carmen's been wanting to get into one for a while. She needs it because it's 4-wheel drive, and her current Nissan is not 4-wheel drive, and it's absolutely helpless in the snow.
Are you
like
going
my
to paint
truck.
it black,
Yeah.
white, and orange?
Like a tiger?
Like what Subaru wears in ReZero? You should.
I get it.
No. And we also, like I said, we went to the zoo, spent a good day there, walking around. I got 10,000 steps, but Carmen got 15,000 steps, and I'm convinced it's because
Her legs are shorter.
her legs are shorter. She
Yeah.
has to take more steps.
That's what I thought about Evie when we were hiking too. I was like, oh, we've hiked this many miles. Wonder if Evie has walked twice that much.
Yeah,
Because she has to take twice as many steps.
because it's scaled down. Yeah,
Like if you measure miles versus steps, like you're gonna get a little bit different kind of
yeah,
because
because we both had right around, I think it was like 6 or 8 miles or something like that, within like a few hundred yards of each other. But she had so many more steps than I did. It's funny. And then we just, did that for a little while. Got some Dippin' Dots.
Ooh.
Really good. Melty Dippin' Dots. It was like 85 degrees when we got out of the zoo, so they were like perfectly melty.
Nice.
Like super sticky. You could just shove your spoon in and come out with like a lollipop of Dippin' Dots. It was amazing. I loved it so much. Don't have those enough. And we drove back to Marietta, back to town, and just relaxed the rest of the week. We did some house cleaning. I played a bunch of Minecraft. She played a bunch of Forbidden West.
Nice.
It was great. A lot of fun.
good.
What about you, Aaron?
I mean, I don't feel like I had vacation really.
Mm-hmm.
We just cleaned the house. That's like your end of your vacation was just my vacation.
To be fair, it was late Sunday night when we cleaned the house, so we were about to go back to work the next day.
No, so we've had like our furnace went out somewhere during the winter, and we were using electric heaters and stuff. So we need to get that fixed. And at the same time, we also wanted to get like all of our vents cleaned and stuff for our air conditioning. So we haven't been running air conditioning. So we were like, well, we need to get the furnace room cleaned out, which is down in the basement. And we've had some stuff in there that's been there since we've moved into the house, which has been some years. Like we didn't have Kanan and Ayla when we moved in the house, and Kanan's like 7 years old now.
Yeah.
So we were down there. That was one thing. My second thing was hoping to find the rest of my Pokemon cards from when I was a kid. Like there was the original Base 1, Base 2, Jungle, Fossil, anything that was the Gen 1, Gen 2 Pokemon. Because another folder I had all of my Gym Leader Pokemon and Team Rocket Pokemon and those kind of things. And I have all those. I can't find my original. Spoilers, I still haven't found it yet. So all that cleaning, didn't find anything there. But we went down in the basement and went into there and we started just pulling stuff out. There's boxes and, holiday stuff, Jake and Dababa, like all this stuff that we were just pulling out of our basement, and we just
Hey, you found Jake and the Bob in your basement
they
too.
they were just there. And we just like some of the stuff we gave away to Goodwill. I think I took like 3 trucks over to Goodwill. There was stuff that we just threw away. I knew that we had our dumpster, and I was like, we're all gone. If we don't throw stuff away, the townhouse is gonna throw stuff away in there.
Mhm.
So I was like, I'm gonna take the space. So I threw some of the stuff in there and got rid of that stuff. And yeah, so like there was just a bunch of that we cleaned out, got rid of. Now we're trying to reorganize. We didn't finish everything.
Yeah.
The kids got their rooms cleaned as well. They worked on that. Leon, we moved Leon's bed and a lot of his stuff, and he goes, "Wow, my room's pretty big." And we're like, "Yeah, Leon, when you have your floor and we kind of move stuff to, like it's got a good room." Like he's playing VR in his room because he has so much more room. So
Nice.
no, he's. I think they're all liking that more now too. So my whole time was I worked most of the time. The free time we had, me and Melanie played Pokemon Unite, and she's been enjoying that. Like we used to play League of Legends, but she didn't enjoy it as much. But this one here, each match is 10 minutes, so it's a lot shorter.
Sure.
It's guaranteed not to take a long time or anything.
Yeah.
Whereas League of Legends, I've been in hour-long matches before. So, but no, it was just a lot of fun. It wasn't a lot of fun, but it was really cool to go through and find a lot of things too. I found, Rick, you remember when I had appendicitis?
Oh yeah.
So
You found the card?
when I had appendicitis, I was in the hospital for about a week or so, and I also had my birthday shortly after that because it was right after Christmas break, and I found get well soon cards and happy birthday cards from my classmates.
Yeah.
And
I remember making those.
Rick, I don't know if you remember yours or not. I should have brought it in, but I forgot to.
I remember visiting you and making you laugh and it hurting you a bunch, and that becoming my sole mission.
Yeah, it was terrible. This is probably why.
Just to hurt him.
There's
by...
probably so many mixtures of things where now when I'm in pain, I just start laughing when it's really, really painful.
That could have been the origin.
That's the origin.
It could be. But no, the one get well card, I was going through and there's all these different ones. There's ones that mention the weasel stuff. There's ones that mention Ellie Twit, all that kind of stuff. There's also ones being don't find any hot nurses without me, fucking Mason and Chris and stuff. And
How old were you?
It was junior high.
Eighth grade,
8th grade?
7th grade?
Yeah, it was 6th, 7th, or 8th.
Somewhere in there, yeah. I know we had Vincent Rice Robinson. It was somewhere in that.
If it was
grouping of-
Mason, that would have been before 8th grade.
Huh? He was there in 8th grade.
I thought he moved.
No, Mason moved for high school.
Okay.
In the middle of high school though too. Anyway, so there's all these ones. For the most part, they're jokey and nice and stuff like that. I get to Rick's, and Rick's is a book. It's thick and it's the size of most of the get well cards. They were all handmade, right? Most of them are this size. Rick's was like this and equally as thick. And I'm like, the hell is this? And I open it up because it says "Get well soon" on the front. And I open it up, and inside is a manual for the Game Maker program. You printed out the entire manual for Game Maker, whatever it was on the PC that we use. I forget what it was.
Yeah.
And I get to the back of it after looking through all the manual stuff, and the back says April 1st is when we have to have all these games made. This is January right now.
Mm-hmm.
I know you're bored in there, so here's some work. Get reading. Your friend, Rick. And I was like,
But it didn't work.
fucking Rick was just hey, get well, sure, but do work while you're doing nothing, okay? And I was like, fucking, this would be Rick's get well soon card. Is get this work done. I just thought it was funny. I should have brought it in.
That is funny. No, I don't remember that, but yeah, we had to make games for a fundraiser at one point that we made and released.
Yeah, we had what we sold was a game set, which also I believe I found. It's a DVD case, and when I open it up, there's our Rousnet Games card in there. I'm assuming that disc
Is the
is
game.
those 10 games. I was like, what might be fun is bringing that in, install it on all the computers, and we see how many each of us can beat.
I mean, I still have all the games.
Well, I haven't played those in a long time.
Yes, yeah, so we could do that.
So it was funny. Here's some of the games that we made when we were 6th grade, 8th grade, 7th grade, whatever it was. But yeah, it was those games that we made, and then there was also another group that made some kind of pie kit or something, or cake kit where you bought, and it was like a mason jar full of all the spices and stuff you needed. You just added eggs and milk, and you could make a cake or something.
Huh.
And that was their fundraisers. You got both of these for, I don't know what it was.
We did a
$10,
calendar
$20,
one
whatever.
here too,
Yeah.
I think. I went around and took a bunch of pictures of stuff for that.
But yeah, so I found that. I thought that was funny. There's a few other things I found. There's some pictures of me.
Do you remember what you blamed the appendicitis on?
Your corn dog. During winter vacation, Christmas vacation, the last thing I had eaten before getting stomach pains was a corn dog at Rick's house. And I had stomach pains for, it probably was 5 days or something, right? 5 days, a week, I don't know. Like it started really kind of like not feeling well. And it came to it was the last day of Christmas break. That night, I woke up with just terrible pain in my stomach, and I'm like, I'm gonna go walk to my parents' room and tell them how bad this hurts. And on the way, I'm the farthest one on the far end of the house, so it's all one story at least. I walked to them, get to the living room. The next door is theirs, and I just remember like coming to from the floor, like I collapsed in the middle of the floor and everything. And I just crawled up to the couch or the chair that was next to me. For some reason, I felt like I couldn't yell, so I started like just whistling to him, like. And my mom, I guess, woke up and was like, "What was that noise? What is that?" And like they came out, found me, took me to the hospital. My mom got pulled over. She was telling the story too because we were talking about it at one point. My mom got pulled over by a cop who was like, "You know, you're speeding." She goes, "Yeah, I think his appendix is ruptured, and I'm trying to get him to the hospital." I was like, "Well, you should have called an ambulance." She's like, "We live out in the middle of nowhere. By the time the ambulance could have gotten to him, I could probably have him already there, like by just leaving to get there, you know."
This is
Sure,
before
yeah.
we had an ambulance at the fire station.
Right? It would
Yeah.
have had to have been like Barlow that came out to get us or something like that because it was a while back. So
It would have added like 20 minutes
Yeah.
at least.
So we talked about that for a little bit. My mom remembered me being in the hospital, and the emergency doctor came in, and like he does this push and release on my stomach, and I'm like, ah. He goes, "Yeah, I think it's probably his appendix and stuff." And lucky for me, there was a shift change to where a new emergency doctor took over.
Oh,
And that
yeah.
doctor came in to examine me as well and pushed on my stomach and let go. And I go, "Ah, why'd you do that? The other doctor already did that." You know, and I was mad. He's like, "Well, I'm sorry, you know, just da-da-da." And then mom said that the surgical doctor came in. And that my first thing when he came in is like, "You're not going to push my stomach too, are you?" He's like, no, we know what
I'll
it is.
do it.
Yeah. I mean, if you want.
So, but yeah. Anyway, all that pain and everything, I blamed on Rick's corn dog. And I don't think I've really eaten corn dogs since.
You know,
But
I
that was
don't.
the last thing I ate before having that whole.
I don't blame Johnny
process.
Rockets.
You could?
No, it was
Did
clearly
you
Harry Potter world. I ate raw sausage.
I'm never going
I
to
didn't
Harry Potter
realize it.
World again. So
did you when you had the corn dog? Did you dip it in a condiment?
I would have given it to him with ketchup because that's how I ate it.
That's
Not
why you
with
don't like
mustard.
ketchup.
And say if you had it with mustard, maybe that was the problem.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if I would have dipped it in anything, but I might have dipped it in ketchup or something. I don't know.
Hmm.
I have no idea.
Maybe that's why you.
All
don't
I know
wanna
is the
have
corn
ketchup with
dog.
your hot dogs.
That's all I remember.
Yeah.
And maybe it was. Maybe it was ketchup, and I'm
Yep.
like, never doing ketchup on a
Never
hot dog
again.
Nope, gave me appendicitis.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, no, it was some neat stuff that I found and whatnot. Maybe I'll bring some in on another podcast or whatnot.
Corn dogs?
Show and tell.
No, not corn dogs. I might actually take pictures of my pictures of me when I was a kid.
Yeah.
At one point, Melanie, like there were two tiny pictures attached to something, like this size, right?
Sure.
And Melanie was like, "Oh, you should save one of those because it was like little, first grader me." She's like, "You should save that." And I was like, "I mean, I guess so." I was like, "Oh, well, here's this one attached to whatever this artwork was I did. It looks easier to take off." And she looked at that, and she looked at the other one, and she like, "There's a date on these, and they were a year apart." And she goes, "You wore the same shirt 2 years in a row for picture day?" And I was like, "Guess I like that shirt." I don't know. So, it was just some funny stuff that we found. Some stuff from her and me when we got together, and like I found notes and stuff through high school that I had, and all kinds of stuff. So it was pretty fun.
Gotcha.
It wasn't super fun having to clean everything, but it's nice to be like, look at all the stuff we got rid of now.
Yeah.
I've accomplished
Yeah.
things.
Like the thing that's terrible too is like when we were done at that point, you look and there's just still stuff in the basement.
Yeah.
And it's like, this looks like a mess. I'm like, yes, it does, but it's less of a mess. And now we just have to organize the stuff we want to keep and figure out where it's gonna go. So at least we made progress. So
Sure. I generally I use the 6-month rule. If I haven't used this in 6 months, I get rid of it. Unless it's like, winter clothes. I haven't worn that for a bit or something. But
Sure. Well, like I'm not
or
using
my collection.
Yeah, you're not using that, right?
Yeah.
Like I'm not using. I found it's a cardboard fold-out thing.
Yeah.
That's like I don't know, as long as me. But what's written on it was in first grade, like every week or whatever it was, there would be a kid that the teacher would pick, and everyone would say something nice about the kid, and they would write it on the board, and it would be like, Jonathan likes Aaron because he says, I like Aaron because he has nice clothes, or I like Aaron because he gets his work done fast, or, whatever the case would be. And I still had that from first grade. And I'm like, I don't use that, but should I get rid of it? It's in good condition.
Yeah.
Maybe I should keep it for a little bit. I also found like my grandpa's like a vet card thing that he had from World War II and whatnot. And I was like, I probably should keep this.
Sure.
But then I also found like I have metal bells with fucking clowns on them. I don't know why I have them. Or where they came from, and I asked my parents about them, and they don't know why I have them. And I'm like, well, I had them when I lived with you guys, and you put them in the box of my stuff that you sent to me, so I figured they meant something.
Dude, keep them, put them in a box, keep them somewhere, and like tell your kids, like, when I'm gone, you can open this.
I'm like, I don't know what to do with it. They're like,
and they're gonna open and be like, what the fuck?
And they're not like Bozo the Clown.
Yeah.
They're more like, I call them like hobo clowns. You know what I mean? Like a
tramp.
Yeah, like that kind
That's
of
what
style thing, right? There's
Yeah,
loose
it's what a homeless
clothing.
clown is, a tramp.
Yeah, it's that kind of thing. And I'm like, I don't understand why I have these. There's like a little Jesus bell. I'm like, I don't want this. I don't. Why do I have these?
Oh, no, that's not there. The demons are coming in.
That's been keeping them at bay?
Yeah, that was the thing. I put that in there.
Rick has seen that movie.
So, I don't know. There's a lot of stuff that I'm like, I don't know if I should keep this stuff. A lot of game stuff that I kind of wanted to, but so I don't know. We'll see. But I didn't find my Pokemon cards. That was the sad part.
Darn.
And then after I got through everything, didn't find that, I was worried I was gonna lose motivation. So I was like, there's one box left. I'm not opening that till we're almost done. And that's how I did it.
Now, does the cleaning of the house, does that also come with all right, this is how we maintain this? Or is it, that's a calling, in 7 more years we'll have a calling?
No, well, I don't know about the basement yet.
Yeah.
But for the kids' bedrooms and for the main floor, Melanie's parents got us a robo vacuum thing, which has been pretty good. Like, it doesn't do amazing for vacuuming up everything, but for like a general upkeep for the most part, it picks up a good bit of stuff and a lot of extra dust, hair from cats and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I had that on every night at 8:30. It's just gonna run.
Gotcha.
So the kids have to be like, make sure everything's picked up before 8:30, or the vacuum's gonna get it. The robot's gonna get it,
or the vacuum's gonna get you.
So the robot will get it.
Gotcha.
So it's like, get your Barbie doll before the hair gets sucked up in there and stuff.
Oh, yeah, that
like
would
that kind
ruin
of
it.
stuff. So having those there, I think, is nice because then you can like, at least then it's kind of a reasoning. It's a timing every day to just pick some of your stuff up and get it cleaned up. So we also got the last of our cats fixed. So
that's good.
there will be no more cats.
No more cats.
Good.
Which will be nice. No accidental cats.
I mean, you live not in the woods, but you're close to the woods. You can never. Sometimes cats just show up.
Sometimes cats disappear.
I live in town, and I got one of my cats. He just showed up.
It happens all the time.
Most of the cats and dogs that we had on the farm just showed up one day.
My parents live in the woods. They said a cat just showed up.
Yep.
And they started just kind of feeding it. And they called it, I don't know what they called it, Percy, or I don't know what it was. And then they went on a vacation for like, I think it was like a week or I don't know how long they were gone. They came back, just gone.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if it moved on somewhere else. They're just in the woods. Just came, just went.
For my brother's high school graduation, we had this giant tent in the back field behind our house. And we were going to have, like, I don't know, 100 or 200 people there, like this big party. And this dog just shows up. He's mostly, I mean, he looks like he has some type of coyote or something to him, but he's also a mutt. But he's very ferocious looking. And he just, like, showed up, and we had all these people here. And he was just walking around, the friendliest thing you ever seen. He looked scary, and he was just shaking everybody's hands. He would go up and people would be like, whose dog is this? Like, we don't know.
He just heard the noise.
Chuck, and we named him Chuck, and he stuck around for like 12 years.
Nice.
Yeah. It was the craziest
You
thing.
named him what?
Chuck.
Chuck? Okay.
Yep.
I thought you said Chuck. All right.
Yep.
All right, then.
It was just so strange. This scary-looking dog showed up out of nowhere when we just happened to have a bunch of people in the back field and started shaking everybody's hands.
That's crazy. Oh man, I just saw Josh say your appendix. You're gonna bring your appendix in a jar, but it did make me think of something.
It's all that.
It was the worst thing I found in the basement.
Okay.
I don't know if I should tell,
I don't know if you should.
but I don't understand why I had it. To me, it's
Yeah.
ridiculous. But do you remember when we lived together?
Uh-huh.
At one point, I was in the bathroom, and for some reason, Shane decided to booby trap the bathroom door
I do remember this.
with like 5 metal chairs.
Yes.
Oh.
You
And
were
I-
stuck in the
And
back.
Yes.
I opened.
Oh no.
This door opens inward.
Yeah.
And I opened that door inward, and these 5 chairs right onto my toes.
Yeah.
Right onto them. To the point where my big toe, I
Yep.
thought I might have broken it. But instead, all it did is it just really bubbled up underneath my toenail.
Uh-huh.
And eventually, I lost that toenail.
Uh-huh.
I found that toenail.
Oh.
And
I
here
don't-
it is.
The thing that's... No, I didn't bring it. I got rid of it. But the craziest...
so wait.
Hang on, this is the
Okay,
craziest part,
all right.
right? I was just going through finding things.
Yeah.
At one point, there's just stuff on the floor, and I'm just moving things out of the way and whatnot.
Yeah.
And on the floor, I'm like, what's this? And then I realize what it is. I don't know, 1, where it came from.
Yeah.
2, why I had it. Like, I don't know. It was just, I realized what it had to have been, but don't know where or why.
It was just like laying somewhere?
It was laying on the floor.
Put it
How
in
are
the
you
thing
sure
with
that
the
it was
clowns.
yours?
No, it had to.
Put
I
it
had
in-
no.
Put it with your clowns. Just no one
Was
says
it?
anything.
It was a previous residence.
You should have made it into a necklace.
I don't know. I got rid of it. I'm like, this is gross, but I had to show Melanie. But I'm like, I don't know where
You
it
meant
came
like it was
from.
in like a little vial or something.
Right?
It was
No, I
just
just-
laying.
Like
It
a
was just-
mason jar.
This was laying in the room that we were bringing things into. So it must have been in something that got dumped out or something. But I have no idea what it was even in. It was just there.
I
He's
think you
picking shit
were.
up and it's like, oh shit, a toenail.
Yeah, but like a whole toenail. You know, not like a little bitty, like a whole
My toenail.
an entire
It
toenail.
wasn't a clipping.
Oh, I wish I had a video of that.
It was the grossest, most ridiculous thing I think I could have found in there.
See, I think you were hard up for money at the time, and you tried to fool the tooth fairy.
You think I'm trying to get $1 for my toenail? But I was like, I don't know. For me, I was like, I don't know why this is here. What the hell was young Aaron thinking? Or what, whatever it was. But yeah, yeah, I had to show Melanie. I was like, Melanie, do you know what this is?
Oh, poor Melanie.
But yeah, no.
I found my toenail.
I'm like, is this something I should keep? I shouldn't keep this, right?
You
Like,
had
you're
to
so-
question?
You live so close to West Virginia.
Well, I had it this long. I didn't even have Colson, but I had that toenail.
Sure,
You know?
yeah.
That toenail's older than Colson.
Yeah,
Kept
that
it this long, might as well
Yeah,
keep it
it
for the rest of my
It
life.
moved with you. That's crazy. That's 2 houses away.
Yeah, I don't
You
know.
didn't even move from our apartment to
No.
that house.
No,
That's 2 moves.
How?
It went to Phillip Street and then it went to the new house, and I don't know how or what it was in and
That's
how it got there.
ridiculous.
I don't know, but I did throw it away. But maybe I shouldn't. Maybe it was a lucky toenail. I don't know.
Like Stanley Ipkiss trying to throw the mask into the river and it still comes back.
But yeah. Anyway, that
Man.
was my vacation.
Now,
Good.
the next time you have a spring cleaning, if you find that toenail again,
I don't know what to do. I have to keep it in, right? It's just like, it's just.
Put it with the Jesus.
At
bell.
least put it somewhere where you know it's gonna be the next time you look there.
I'll put it in the Ziploc.
oh man,
That's the thing too. It wasn't like it was in like a Ziploc bag.
It was
or,
just
like,
rattling around the
inside.
bottom of a box.
I don't know. It must have been.
That's disgusting.
I was literally, there was carpet, and I'm going through stuff, picking things up, and there it is on the carpet, just by itself.
Burn the carpet.
I love the story where, like, you go home tonight, something falls on your toe, you lose another one. Like, the house demands a toenail.
I must have a toenail
Sacrifice.
in the house at all times.
Pong says it wants to reattach itself.
It sees its replacement.
Yeah.
No, if I would have, I think I would have rather, like, like
How is
having,
that not the highlight of your vacation?
That is.
well, like keeping a tooth, having your tonsils, that kind of stuff. Like, if I would have had it, like, in a Ziploc baggie, and, like, this is something I was keeping.
A jar.
A lock of my hair from it being a kid or whatever, but it was just there, which is the weirdest thing. Somehow surviving, yeah.
Did you
2
take a
houses.
picture?
Of the toenail?
Yeah.
No.
Man.
It's a shame.
Dig through the trash.
Sorry.
Dumpster diving for a toenail.
I will remember it
I feel
next
like you
time
could
I find a
have
toenail.
given that to a witch or something.
I don't know very many witches, Rick.
I do.
That might have been keeping whatever at bay. Maybe that's what it was.
Yeah, it's like a Jujutsu Kaisen, right?
Or
Like
that's the last thing that was left of
The
them.
finger. It's like the finger.
yeah, it's a cursed object that keeps lesser spirits away.
No,
Yeah.
Sam and Dean would have had to dig through your moving, like all your sundry boxes and stuff, and find that and
burn
salt
that.
it and burn it.
Now I just need Eric's bird to drop that off, so we can have both of them at the same time. Both these elusive things that I never got to see.
Oh, but yeah, that's my vacation. A lot of cleaning and Pokemon Unite. And that's about it, I guess.
Yeah.
Man.
Toenails. Got some smoked meat.
Ooh.
Like that was our Sunday dinner. Melanie just really wanted brisket. She wanted smoked brisket. So that was fun.
Cool.
Can't move on.
Is that what we should? That's it, guys.
So I had a tooth pulled this week.
And here it is.
No, I don't.
Calvin.
I should have kept the piece that broke off, prompting the tooth to actually be pulled, but I didn't.
Sure, yeah. Yeah, that'd be terrible. You said
I
you
would-
woke up with like a molar in your mouth or something?
Yeah, like half of my molar was just like rattling around in my mouth.
What if you just swallowed that?
People swallow teeth all the time, I hear.
What?
Like
Who
not
do you hear
not
this
as
from?
not as often as spiders. People swallow spiders much more frequently than teeth. But like if you're sleeping and a tooth like falls out, or you clench your tooth and you crush it or something, like the instinct is when you feel it hit the back of your throat is to swallow. So especially if you're a back sleeper.
I'd so much more rather eat a spider than find a tooth in my mouth when I wake up.
Yeah, the average 25-year-old person has swallowed about 70 spiders in their
Good.
lifetime because it's
Good.
just crawled in their mouth.
I'm the,
Swallow.
We are the alpha organism of this planet. I will eat in my sleep. I'll kill these spiders.
Extra protein? Yeah, it gets fine. Nothing hurt me. Hurt
I
him.
don't want teeth rattle when I wake up.
Yeah,
Choked on his
see,
own
the real
tooth.
John says I've swallowed 2 teeth. Yeah, it happens. Fuck you, I am 27. I hate this fact.
No, I had
No,
I had a tooth pulled back in like high school once.
Yeah.
Yeah, I found it next to the toenail. No, I'm kidding. I didn't.
It's like you had this box of all of your leftover body
Could
parts.
you imagine that everybody if I ever lost my
I didn't
appendix,
lose
my
anybody.
toenail, everything,
Did you?
just sitting in the floor in the middle of the
your
room?
foreskin.
I don't think so.
What was that?
I know.
Wait, tell your molar story.
No, I apparently I was clenching my teeth. This was Monday morning. I woke up at like 7:00. Molar rattling around in my mouth. Woke up. I was like, oh no, I can't go back to sleep now. I had that real life thing where I dreamt that I was losing my teeth, and it happened. So I called the dentist, and they weren't open until 8. So I had to lay back down, and I just laid there worrying about my tooth when it was going to start hurting. And I finally got a hold of them. They made an appointment later that day, and they decided like, yeah, we need to give it a little bit more time because it's like infected and stuff. Need some time for the swelling to go down. So we'll pull it tomorrow. But right now, we need you to have this really painful like gum scraping thing because your gums probably need it. So I was in so much pain for my gums, and then the next day I got my tooth pulled and a filling. I had a gap up here. It's not there anymore, which is nice. So now I'm in pain, but it's good pain, apparently.
Was there any like blood on your pillow or anything?
No blood on my pillow or anything like that. Like the chunk was like, I don't know. It looked like not like gravel, but like it was smooth all over. It was tooth colored. It was one that they had previously done like a filling on. So like there wasn't any pulp inside. It's not like the tooth had collapsed again. 'Cause that's what happened the first time when they did the filling. Yeah. Gross. Brought it in to show them, and they're like, "Yep, that looks like a molar." All
Thank you.
right, now let's get to torturing your mouth.
I've never lost a tooth in my sleep, but I must have bit my gum or something. But there was one morning I just woke up and my pillow was covered in blood.
Yeah.
It wasn't covered, but there was like a big pool and it was dried. So like whatever happened, I slept through because I woke up and I was stuck to the pillow. When I woke up, I was like, "What is this?
Oh, that's
Is
the
this
worst.
blood?" It was.
Am I a vampire?
I wasn't sure what happened. It was a very Moon Knight thing.
Yeah.
All right. Well, there's our vacation and body part loss stories.
Yeah.
This has been fun. We should probably say, too, that next week we won't be having our Blind Wave podcast.
Yep, no podcast.
Mm-hmm.
So make sure you guys keep that in mind. We will,
Because-
however,
Ooh,
be having
a podcast.
a podcast. Well, it'll be the first of the Badonka Gonk Star Wars podcast.
Yep.
So we'll be doing that at the same time we usually do our Blind Wave podcast. So make sure you guys are here for Star Wars stuff. We'll probably speak some Star Wars spoilers and whatnot. So if you don't want Star Wars spoilers or different things, then don't be there. But
Yeah.
should be fun. We'll also be doing it live, taking questions, having different topics and stuff too. So we're looking forward to that. So I hope you guys are looking forward to it as well.
Yeah.
And it's the day before Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
Kenobi comes.
It's also going to be during Star Wars Celebration is going to be going on that
That's
day.
true,
It's the
too.
first day. So we might have some breaking news. You never know.
Yeah. So looking forward to that.
Very much so looking forward to
Excited.
it.
Yes, absolutely.
And
It'll be live on Twitch, and then, yeah, you'll be able to watch it later or listen later as well.
On
Yeah.
your favorite podcasting
place.
hosting place thing.
Some teases on our Instagram.
There are. There have been some behind-the-scenes pictures of some stuff on Instagram. So if you guys want to check that out, you can. If you also look over Eric's right shoulder, there's a little tease back there too that people probably can't notice is a tease, but it's there.
Been there for a while.
Jake,
Been there.
enhance.
It's been there for a while. So,
Damn it.
so yeah.
Eat it.
And I don't mean Rock Band, although Rock Band is fun. But yeah, no, we're really looking forward to it. Eric and I are excited for some Star Wars talk. We don't get to, like, we dive into some Star Wars conversations and stuff, but there's definitely been times of, like, reacting with Rick and Calvin when they haven't been caught up, that we're biting our tongue on different things. And this gives us a big opportunity to just kind of be able to discuss all kinds of Star Wars things and get some of your guys' thoughts, or if you guys have questions that we've never dove into, it might open up some opportunities to talk about some of that kind of stuff too. And give us some chances to talk about, like, we haven't talked about a lot of books and stuff too. Some different video game things,
Video games,
lots of
books, the new canon, the High Republic, all that kind of stuff.
stuff. So
Yeah, right
Really
now
excited.
the plan is once a month, live on Twitch, replacing a normal podcast. It might change in the future, but that is the starting plan.
So make sure you join us. Let's see, what is it going to be? May 26th, I believe,
Yep.
at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. We'll be starting the Badonka Gonk podcast live right here, Blind Wave, twitch.tv.
Yeah.
So I'm excited for that. We'll have fun with Blind Wave podcast the following week, though.
Indeed.
So, what else do we have for today's podcast, guys?
We have memes.
Memes.
I've seen a bunch of questions go through in chat, so maybe we want to check those out.
We usually do get the questions for Blind Wave podcast. Just make sure you submit them with your channel points, and we'll go through a few of those towards
Yeah.
the end of podcast. So,
I mean, I think it's probably going to be impossible not to see it. It's everywhere. But yeah, let's. We actually have. We were talking about breaking news. We have breaking news right now. That is pretty interesting. And I should say that if you aren't caught up with the newest Spider-Man movie, and Hawkeye, maybe skip the next couple minutes here. But we have an announcement. This is from Variety.com. Daredevil Disney Plus series in the works with Matt Corman, Chris Ode set to write.
okay.
So yeah, a new Daredevil series is moving forward at Disney Plus, with Variety having exclusively learned from sources that these two writers are set to write and executive produce.
Ooh,
This is for a show.
This is a show.
Oh man.
TV show, huh?
Rumors have persisted for some time that a Disney Plus series about the Man Without Fear was in the works, especially considering that two of the stars of the Netflix Daredevil series, Charlie Cox and Vincent D'Onofrio, have appeared in recent Marvel projects. It now appears that the project is picking up steam with the hiring of Corman and Ord, though Marvel has yet to announce anything regarding the show formally. So this is a Variety article, which they are pretty good when it comes to these exclusives. But yeah, 2 writers have been hired, and when people have asked me in the last 5 years, what's your dream for the MCU? It's that.
Sure. Like for MCU, I'd
Yep.
love to have those 2 involved in it. And with doing that too, like what more can we do with the
Yeah.
Defenders universe as a whole from Netflix and bringing in those characters and stuff. And I
Uh-huh.
don't care if they get their own series, but just being
Yeah.
able to incorporate those,
Sure.
the Netflix series and the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. show and like Agent Carter, like having those things kind of being enveloped and used. Like, like it's kind of like what we talk about with DC, right? Where it's like you're bringing in a whole new guy to play Flash, but you kind of have a TV show that's been running with a fan base. What if you could incorporate both of those together? And this is that, like you already seen people enjoy this Daredevil series.
Yep.
Why reboot a Daredevil? Just use the Daredevil you have, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
I'd be so happy.
I'm super excited. I do wonder if this will be kind of a loose reboot, if it will be a direct continuation. Does it open the door for some other continuations from those Netflix shows? Because I loved Daredevil season 3, but it did have a sense of not being a finale for the show, but there was a sense of closure to it, whereas stuff like Luke Cage and Iron Fist did not.
Sure.
So I don't know. We'll see. But I kind of expected this whenever they announced the Echo series was going to happen. So, yeah, really interested. Can't wait to see what happens with it.
No. Yeah, I agree. And I think if you don't have to deal with a origin kind of story thing,
Yeah.
like we could easily do a Spider-Man kind of like we haven't really
yeah.
dove into why Tom Holland's Spider-Man has spider powers.
Yep.
You know? He
Sure.
just has them. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So like having those kind of aspects, let that Daredevil thing be where like we know where Daredevil came from. And if you want to know more, go watch this Daredevil series. But we'll just pick
Or-
up where he is a lawyer and he is Daredevil.
Bring in the Turtles.
The Turtles,
Yeah, have that crossover.
I guess. I mean, I would love it. It's a fun idea.
Yeah.
I don't
Great.
think
Have Daredevil fight the foot, and the Turtles can fight the hand.
Yep.
No, that'd be great. I wonder how, like, are we going to feel the same tone? That's the thing. Like, every season, I'm like, they're going to do a better one-shot. You know?
Yeah. Do they bring in the same choreographers?
Yeah.
I hope.
Yeah.
That stuff was so good.
It
So
got to
amazing.
the point where it was just, oh, man, so good.
And these are some things that I feel like I really want, like Daredevil, and I feel like Daredevil is up there with some of the stuff we started with, right? Like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. was one of our first series. Arrow and Flash were some of our first series. Daredevil, I feel like, was one of our earlier series and
Yeah.
stuff too. So to have that coming back, especially after having like Arrow's done, Supergirl's done, you know, Legends and Batwoman have been canceled and stuff, and just having like some of the shows where like we kind of started on these. Having a chance to be able to kind of go back to like some of the first stuff we did would be really, I don't know. For some reason, it feels cool and fun. I'm excited for that.
I want
That
Frank
makes sense.
Castle for Armor Wars.
Oh.
Or
Sure.
Frank Castle gets the War Machine outfit.
Oh.
I'd still love Frank Castle to meet Captain America.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, like some things like that would be so much fun to do. But yeah, no.
Anyway,
Excited
yeah,
for
no,
that.
that's Variety reporting that is fantastic. I literally am getting all the things I want because in a week we're watching Obi-Wan 2, you know? Oh,
It seemed like just a few months ago we were going to lose Spider-Man in the MCU, and now
it did.
getting everything that you wanted.
It was like that last year or 2 years ago where it's like, all right, they're not doing anymore.
Yeah.
I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah, there was disputes on ownership and money and all that kind of stuff, right?
Yep.
Sure.
So I don't know. We'll see. I'm curious to see what they do more of that. I know that Sony's been working on their own kind of like little spider stuff going on with like Venom and Morbius and whatnot, and some of that
Like Carnage.
some
I
of that's doing
haven't
better
seen
than
Morbius,
others.
but
Sure.
everything I've heard, I'm like, well, maybe that'll be a fun reaction to do one day. We'll see.
Sure. No, I'm curious on what my thoughts on that will be.
Me too.
So
Because I like forming my own opinion, but there's a couple people I follow that I'm like, I generally line up with their views on things. That might be fun.
yeah, I haven't heard too much about it except for just, you know, scores, I guess.
Yeah.
Like I'll look at scores, but not why they say it.
Mhm.
Hopefully that way, whenever I watch it, like I can develop what my thoughts are, and I'm not like I'm hopefully wanting to avoid oh, well, they said that this element of the movie's bad. I don't want to have that in the back of my mind. I want to experience that and
Sure.
see if it's bad myself,
Sure.
kind of thing. Rather
You want to
than-
arrive at it independently rather than confirm or deny someone else's theory.
Yeah.
This
so,
man gave The Room a chance.
I was looking at that like, there's something here, okay? I don't know what
He
it
gave
is.
it
Let
a
me
chance.
see. Who are these people? Why are
Who
they
are
banging?
these people?
I've watched these people have sex 3 times and I don't know their names. You know, like, I'm not attached.
But did you know Danny's name?
You don't even know. It's Denny.
Didn't I say Denny?
You
You said Danny.
Oh,
I was
My
like,
bad.
I was sitting there like, I don't know who Danny is, so no, I don't.
Yeah.
I don't know Danny.
Okay. Remember
he's
when
the
we
creepy
watched
little
Mortal Kombat, you
25-year-old, 15-year-old.
Nighthawk.
I did. You're right.
Calvin goes, Night Wolf.
On Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
Ah,
This is my greatest moment of shame.
but no, that's exciting. I really like that. I know Rick, you tried Daredevil at one point.
4 episodes.
I
I
can't
wonder if we
believe.
can get you through the first season and see if you would change your mind or anything. Like the first season's like 10 episodes.
Can't believe it.
Man, I'm a lot more strict now
You
No,
think?
Man. No, man.
More
than I was
strict?
back then.
You're more mellow now. You go on vacation.
Yeah,
Like,
you've.
yeah.
No, I've like, there's things I need to enjoy in my life. I can't be wasting time on
It's not a waste.
shows I'm not gonna enjoy.
Rick, your
Rick-
job.
Here's also one thing. Like, I would not say like I don't think you should watch Jessica Jones, Iron Fist, or Luke Cage.
Yeah,
Like, I don't think you would like those.
I watch Inhumans.
I don't think you would like those enough. I think you would like Inhumans because I think it's bad
He
enough.
would like it.
But I think all those other 3, they fit in a point where like they're not bad. Maybe the first season of Iron Fist, but they're not bad enough for you to enjoy, and they're not good enough for you to enjoy. But
Sure.
I think Daredevil. I think if you watch through all of the first season, I think you would enjoy it enough. So I think there's enough there of things that you would really enjoy.
Maybe.
I think.
I think he'd enjoy Inhumans. Iron Fist suffers from the same thing as Titans, where like there's good stuff in here, but it dropped the ball in the action scenes so much, like only to the detriment of the cinematographers and the editors. Not even the people that are actually doing the action and trying to make good stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the worst.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, I feel like the actors were trying and
Yeah.
doing it, but the editing kind of messes it up.
Hmm.
They do a lot more cutting than they need to, rather than trusting the actors
Now, a
sometimes.
couple of the guys that were working on that show were on the Corridor Crew Stunt Artist Reacts or whatever like that. Whatever that series that they have is called.
My
Stuntman
favorite thing
Reacts.
about
They talked about like we put a lot of effort into this, and here's all the things they did that made it look terrible.
For Iron Fist?
My favorite thing about Daredevil was, I think others things have done it now, but it was the first one I saw on Netflix that had an audio option that explained what was happening in the scene
Sure, yeah.
for like blind people
Mhm.
Yeah.
with a blind superhero. I thought that was awesome.
I think it's good too, because how often do you get a blind superhero and like, you know, he came out in a comic book. You know, like I feel like
Sure.
until you
Sure.
get that into a like even in Braille, like you can read what's being said, but like
The
the
visualization.
visualization of what
Yeah.
he looks like and what he's doing, I feel like it's harder to do it, especially in a comic book, you know? Like
Yep.
you got to have a specialized book for that. So I think it's cool to have like a TV show where it's like, let us describe what is happening for you.
I love now when you deep dive into like theory videos, like people trying to prove certain theories are going to happen, where they can use that track as evidence. Where it's like they said, like this person was told to say this. Why would they say that if it's in fact that? You know, like I like people using that as evidence for
cool.
their theories. It's pretty cool. I never seen that before. For I think people are doing it for Mandalorian.
So like someone was said to say this line.
Yeah,
What
like
does that
the
mean?
audio description is this.
Well,
You know,
like,
I believe it was Mandalorian. Whenever Boba Fett comes out and you hear the spurs when he picks up Fennec in the the first season, like the audio description says something like Boba Fett spurs or something like that, and people are like, no, that's definitely him. Then that's
Yeah.
definitely him.
like thinking Better Call Saul, like sometimes we're like, man, I wonder how this character's feeling right now. And in the description, it will say like, this person is sad.
He looks dejected.
Gotcha.
Yep.
I see.
Yeah,
Interesting.
like if you were doing it with Naruto, they'd be like, this person looks dead.
Gravely wounded on the ground.
dot.
Yeah. I really hate in subtitles when like they do those kind of things and it's like someone speaks from off screen,
Yeah, and then
like,
it just
it
says
just
the whole
says
character's
who they
name.
are, rather than just saying like voice, or person,
Yeah.
mysterious person or something like that.
Dark Troopers. That's right. It was for Dark Troopers in The Mandalorian. Gotcha. Like they actually used the word Dark Troopers before it was said, so everybody was like, "Wait, are they doing Dark Troopers?" That thing was like, "Yep."
So it'd be like Dark Troopers power up,
Yeah.
and it's like, oh, they are Dark Troopers. Interesting. All right, well, cool. Interesting news.
Yeah.
That just
Yeah.
happened while we've been live, huh?
Variety just put it out.
I look forward to, to seeing that for sure.
Oh yes.
I was hoping, given like things that
22 minutes ago.
things that we've already seen in MCU, that they would do something with that, you
Yeah.
know. So
And I just know that me having said how many times throughout the years, like, what's the one thing you want in MCU? Is that?
you knew
I'm
they would
going to
listen.
go to
Is that what
Discord.
you're
I'm going to
saying?
have 15 messages, so just talk about it on the podcast.
Well, very good.
Yeah.
Does that mean it's meme time?
Sounds like meme time to me.
It does meme that.
It memes that.
It memes
that.
meme time.
That should be a segment. It memes that.
Yeah.
And
That's
someone.
all it is 1 second clip. It memes that.
That's
Well,
perfect.
it's like what is it, like Jackbox, and they
Yeah,
like
it's like a joke boat.
yeah, right.
Yeah.
And they just have like a thing like round 2, and it's like transition.
And someone besides me should bring up questions because there's still Marvel movies I have to avoid spoilers for.
Same for me.
True. All right, let me look at these.
Should be Greenwich meme time.
That's pretty good.
So there is
Jesus.
apparently there's a rumor that Doctor Strange will drop on Disney Plus maybe June 22nd. So
Really?
We have possibly. Whoa, sorry. That's all. Okay.
That's all, folks.
What is going on? What the hell,
So this, Aaron, is during your cable thing, right?
man? Yeah.
Yeah.
Give context. People need context.
Nope. Move on.
All right, never mind. Like that scene in Lost today.
Yeah, no.
Give context. Who need context? Nope. Oh. That's all, folks.
I like what this meme is saying. Hello, darkness,
this
my
is,
old friend.
Daredevil's point of view of the new season that's coming out.
Right.
Yep.
No, I've seen the show. He sees like a red.
What is this?
It's
me
Eric
waiting for the next blind
dark
Wave
in
stream.
his hotel
Yeah,
room.
what's
It
this
looks like
picture from though.
looks like
I mean,
Jancy's.
that's definitely my giant
No,
neck.
No, that's his chair though.
that's your chair, but
His
that's
background
comped in.
replacement.
I know but
Where'd the picture
Yeah,
of the
where'd the
chair
picture
and
come
his
from?
back of his head come from? I don't know.
Oh, I know what it's from.
What?
Eric was pouting
During a reaction thing?
Yeah. because I couldn't figure out why there would be a picture from behind him if he was sitting at the table.
do
You
that.
wheeled away and turned around, and
I
somebody
do
took
that,
it from
and
the
it's
reaction.
deserved.
Yeah. That screen is so bright.
My neck is too big.
It's not that big anymore,
Look how
Eric.
big it looks there.
It's not that big anymore.
It's smaller than your
That's
head.
not from that's not too long ago.
You're also slumping, which makes your neck look thicker.
Giant neck.
Eric, your neck is smaller than your head. That's how it's supposed to be. You're good.
Yeah.
If your neck was bigger than your head,
Then
there's
I
a
would
problem.
accuse you of being on
Look at
steroids.
this picture. My neck was bigger than my head.
It's
No,
not.
it doesn't. There's definitely a line on the left side of your neck where you can see the computer monitor. Like it goes in to your shirt line.
When you try to sign up for like the Marines or whatever, they ask for like your waist size, your neck size.
Yeah.
I don't think you're getting in, buddy.
Yeah, I definitely would have gotten dismissed because of my ear before, but thank you. One of my dreams is to be a fighter pilot. I had to squash that real quick.
Varric said it's sufficiently big.
Sufficiently.
Yeah.
What the heck?
Okay, yeah, that's from the Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
It was. I remember that.
Social post.
I enjoyed that picture.
feel like all of our teases for reviews, I'm always in the middle of eating nachos.
You always have nachos.
Did you bring those nachos?
With me from home, yes.
Okay. Very nice.
Of course I didn't. I'm in the movies.
Think he's gonna eat cold nachos?
All right, waiting for the next one. The time between them, we can contemplate things.
Contemplate things?
Yeah.
The hell?
This is also
Why are we there?
Much like
Why
the
are you eating
Galactic
nachos
Senate.
there?
He's looking at the back of
Eric, we're not
Palpatine's
even in
head.
the theater anymore. You brought nachos to the Senate meeting.
I mean, I want to hear what the senator from Naboo, or I'm sorry, the Queen of Naboo has to say.
I move
Vote
for a
now.
vote of no.
Vote now! Vote now!
Just nachos chewing in the background. Oh, sorry. No confidence.
Don't have time to wait for commission to be sent.
Saboteur says, I still remember the nacho argument during the Logan review.
I don't remember. I forget it.
Too long ago.
I do remember the Avatar: Last Airbender.
Does your love of nachos affect your Better Call Saul viewing at all?
No. Okay. I can separate
Fucking
it.
Aaron.
This is fantastic. What an image.
I've seen this one. It
Like,
is
they're
good.
calling up like, sir, it's not working. We're hitting the button.
I like that one. That one's fun. I don't know where I'm standing, but it's great.
You're standing on the main beam with the lights on it.
There's like another platform over here that we
Yeah.
can't see or something.
Maybe. So unsafe. No railings.
What happened? I thought it was fully operational.
This is pretty much what
They
Galen
told me
Urso had in mind
Yeah?
when he put that in.
Just a plug.
Yeah.
I saved Alderaan.
He did. Once again, we will contemplate. Okay.
Oh, yeah. I did do. Someone said, I forget who it was, like, you should do the objection thing when we were in the courtroom for you to be married.
Yep.
Yep.
We were just
Yeah.
standing around. All right, take a picture. I was like, that was good.
Mm-hmm.
I like that one.
It is good. Igeri.
Got to keep that for whenever we do She-Hulk.
Objection.
Mm-hmm.
It's true. Paint him green.
I also like the text that it has, too, of like, 1 million subscribers for Blind Wave.
Yeah. Hydrate.
I'm out of liquid.
Ah.
What the hell? I'm not even in this one anymore. They cut me out so you could eat nachos while Lincoln's getting shot.
Jeez.
I don't know how to feel.
Like, you're not even watching this, right? Like, you're up here next to them.
He's watching the play.
Yeah.
He's reacting to the camera.
You were on bodyguard duty.
Could you imagine?
He couldn't hear him sneaking up because he was crunching nachos.
Booth comes up like, hey, you want some nachos? Like, sure. That's on my other side. I can't hear it. He walks out. Escapes to the library, wherever he went. Their house.
To the library.
Yeah, where did...
It was a barn, wasn't it?
Well, like, whoever shot JFK, like, shot from a warehouse and escaped
It was a
to a theater.
book
In
dispensary.
Lincoln, they shot in a theater and escaped to a warehouse or something like that, right?
Yeah. Something like that.
I don't know. I can't save Lincoln. I can't change history. This is just another Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. thing.
Dispensary. It was a depository, rather.
Yeah. Dispensaries, I guess, are different.
Yeah.
What are you
Lasagna.
holding?
See, I told you. I knew you brought
lasagna,
something.
baby.
Also, is Aaron's pants unzipped?
I can't tell.
Yes, little pink underwear. That's
You're right.
great.
Totally is.
I
Oh,
don't
Was
have
after
pink
he saw the
underwear.
movie, and we're watching 50 Shades of Grey.
Oh.
I just noticed that.
Oh,
too.
I see. And a Bebo shirt.
Dude, lasagna in the
Okay.
movies would be so good because there's no like
Wait a minute.
nachos have a crunch, you know?
Yeah.
Lasagna doesn't crunch.
It squishes.
How come?
Yeah, but it's silent.
Why do I get a Bebo shirt and my pants unzipped and you just get lasagna?
because it's what we want.
Karma.
Karma.
Oh,
What have I done?
You don't even
You
have a.
saved that toenail.
Yeah.
I didn't. I don't know where it came from.
It was in 3 homes.
It was not. I think someone planted it.
No, who would
You
plan it?
chose to bring it with
3
you
times?
twice.
I don't know, Eric.
Wait, Melanie out there sprinkling toenails like
I
you'll
lived
never
with you.
know.
Maybe you did it. Maybe
Why
you
would
tried
I do it?
trying to plant. You know,
I was on
I
it.
was in Columbus. You say, huh?
How would you get a
Was-
toenail?
I have evidence
No, he
with
kept
the
it.
beer
No.
fridge.
That Jancy could have taken that picture. You
Dude,
weren't in. You weren't in that picture.
She's a
true.
buffer poach.
You don't even have a plate, do you?
We need to play for.
Lasagna's just.
What do you need to play for? Just hold lasagna.
It comes in a loaf. The perfect theater. Yeah.
Perfect theater food.
Yeah. Like AMC. You can eat an AMC. I wonder if they have lasagna meals. Check that out.
Well, they have like dine and watch things where you can like order steak and you have your own
Yeah.
table and you can watch a movie.
We should build a theater in Marietta that serves lasagna.
Dude, that was done so quick.
Yeah,
Holy shit.
Rookie.
That has to
God.
be Rookie, right?
Rookie had that done in like 5 minutes
was
of
everywhere.
making that joke.
Bob and Chat. What you get for working here.
Yep.
It just comes with the job.
They are the agents in Gravity Falls.
Mhm.
That's funny. I can't believe how quickly that was done. It's great.
Yep.
Thank you, Rookie.
Yeah, it's really great.
What do you mean, is it toenail karma? What kind of poll is this? Who's making these polls?
Almost got to 69% too.
Almost.
They didn't win. Definitely, man in the rigged. Why can't we just have a normal poll? I can be trolled in a normal poll. You don't need to make it more trolly.
I did see this one.
Eric, what are you holding?
Yaha!
It's a
that
Korok
is,
seed.
that is
Right?
what you get when you get all 900 Korok seeds. You get
Aw.
Hetsu's gift.
That's what that is Hetsu's gift. The
It's golden poop.
The poo.
Oh. I thought it was like a golden Korok seed.
900.
Oh.
Yeah, and it's a Switch. You don't even get an achievement or a trophy.
Do you know what happened? Like, you finished. Like, I remember in my main game, I might have had like 150. Like this on my regular playthrough.
Yeah.
You had to go find so many more.
There's 900, right?
And I don't have it. I didn't have it marked which ones I had gotten or not.
Nope.
I might use the guide.
Did you find them all?
Oh yeah, but I like literally just used the guide, marked them all on my map, and then just go around. So it doesn't
What-
even feel like I did it.
What's the point of finding them all?
To do it?
But what do you get a trophy? You don't get a trophy in Switch.
You get golden poop.
but you don't get an achievement or trophies or nothing to
I mean,
prove
you
you
do
did it.
theoretically.
Can you
get
prove you
ma-
did it?
You do theoretically get max inventory space. It's just that way before halfway through, you no longer are able to open any more inventory space. So you just get golden poop. It's a joke. The Japanese love it.
They love their jokes. I was just thinking, like, you know, most other things except for Nintendo, you get at least an achievement to say, I got all of these, you know?
Yeah.
But you don't even get that. They don't even give you a trophy. They just go, ha ha, you wasted your time. Here's
Yeah.
some shit.
You know, it's really funny. Ryan in chat said the Korok are Kakiri villagers that mutated over millennia. How does that make you feel? We literally had that conversation yesterday.
We did?
Yeah, we
Or
talked
2
about
days
that.
ago. It's crazy that.
Talked about when we got
brought
that
up.
little stuffed plushie.
You're going to love that conversation, Ryan.
It's crazy, but it's like we have podcasts every day. They're just not all filmed.
They're not.
Though some are not filmed in podcasts, they're just discussions at the end of a video and stuff. It's like little mini
Sure.
podcasts.
Sometimes discussions before a video starts, between recording
Yeah.
and us going, hey guys, crew blind wave. It's like, sometimes it's like 14 minutes. Poor editors have to sit there, just listen.
Thank you.
Yeah, we were
editors.
waiting on ice cream today, and it was almost 12 minutes.
Ultra chat.
Not our fault.
Yeah, it was ice cream.
Yeah,
Ice
today
cream truck
was
was
not
so
our
loud.
fault.
Yeah.
And then
Oh,
I mean,
that's
we don't
funny.
stop because of it, but I don't think we talked about this on podcast, right? There's a giant hole in the ceiling.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, no. No.
I don't know if we have that video. If we have a way to show it, but
Yeah, at 3 a.m., the ceiling above our meeting table just collapsed.
Well, so in part of cleaning up some of the stuff, like I came in here and we did some laundry things too, because also like my dryer doesn't work. So like we were like, well, we have washer and dryer at the studio. We'll go there and we'll wash clothes there. So we were here, I think like 2 days, and then we were gone for 2 days, back at home doing other stuff, and then we came back in on like I don't know what it was, Saturday or Sunday. I think it might have been Sunday.
I think it was Sunday.
And I was there, and right in front of me, I just saw like something go, and I was like, "The hell was that?" And I looked down, and there's a spot that's just wet on the floor. And I was like, "What?" And I looked up, and I see wet, and I can see like through the drywall and stuff where it's starting to drip through, and then I see on the wall over here in the corner where it's wet on the wall, and I'm like, "Oh no!" So I started taking pictures and stuff and showing. I put a bucket under there and stuff. Like, it was just getting wet. I think the next day we had the landlord came in. He looked at stuff. He got up in the ceiling. He was crawling around, looking around at different things.
Mm-hmm.
And then that night, on
The next morning.
well, yeah, that morning,
Yeah.
too. But
Early.
that night, it came up to like just been dripping. It fluctuated. It's dripping too. Like we turned
Yeah,
off
it
the
did.
water
Mhm.
to the building on 2 different floors, trying to get it to stop.
Mm-hmm.
And then the whole ceiling, not the whole ceiling, but like a whole drywall
like
panel, basically.
Three-
3/4
hole
of
in
a
the
sheet
ceiling.
of drywall came down.
Just right on top of our table. Not
Yeah.
the reaction table, a different table.
Our meeting.
It's in the
slash
same
lunch
room,
table.
though.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you listen very carefully on some stuff like Halo, you might be able to hear some drip, drip, drip. Watch in the
you
top
got the
right
video?
corner.
Yeah.
If you watch in the top right corner of this,
This is the time when we need the red circle.
right? This is like when you see the
Oh,
ghost,
you'll be able to see
you
it.
know?
Yeah.
It is an entire sheet of drywall
Entire sheet.
that fell. I don't know if we have the other picture of the survivor. Okay. Yeah, he'll play it again. But
Look how fast that went.
toenail.
what's the name of the ghost in the building?
What ghost?
Simon?
Pete?
No, Pete.
Pete?
Yeah,
There's no ghost.
Pete was sleeping in the ceiling.
Yep.
And got rudely awakened.
Yeah, he's clumsy.
Clumsy. So yeah, so we've been dealing with that this week. It's been a busy week since we came back from our vacation.
Yeah, it really has.
So,
There's another angle.
yeah, there's just some of the that's just the hole. Everything's wet up in there.
Yeah. You can tell, like,
It's
the joists are wet and dripping and stuff.
We had the guy come to fix it. He's like, "Oh, just let it dry out," but it just keeps.
It's
It
still
just
leaking.
keeps
still
leaking.
dripping.
It was
It's like-
so loud during Lost at times. It sounded like someone turned on a shower. I'm like, what is happening?
like it's not gonna dry out until it stops dripping. So Yeah. it's been a busy week.
Yep.
All right.
Did we see my mug? Did I miss it? Oh, okay.
I was hoping to see that one.
Yeah, that was the one I was referencing with the survivor. I mean, it's not on us; it's on the landlord.
Yeah.
So
Which his insurance should cover it.
I kind of want to leave it like that, though. It's great for pull-ups.
Not if the thing breaks.
Well, it wouldn't
Aaron,
be
you
great.
did a pull up on it.
I don't even know if we have that.
Oh,
I,
I don't know if we.
didn't do a pull up on it.
You did not.
I did a hang on it.
Yeah, true. But that's just as much.
Yeah, it's been an adventure. There we go. So
Yeah. His mug was sitting on the table that
Yeah.
the drywall fell on.
my mug broke the drywall.
It broke
and
a
was
hole through.
completely
Yeah.
unscathed.
It was incredible.
Unlike the toilet mugs.
Yeah.
This is the anti-toilet mug. What a story.
Yep.
We should go to questions. We don't have a lot of time left.
No?
We
Yeah.
should.
You guys are ready for questions? We have She-Wolf who said, Eric, what game will you be playing next week? And I hope you had a great vacation. Have you announced what game you're playing next week yet? or-
Yeah, I will be playing Lego Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga.
Nice.
Can't wait.
Nice.
I saw that game. How many E3s ago?
I feel like it was like
We had a special
4 years ago now?
Like
Well,
4 years
it
ago,
was-
and I'm like,
yeah.
oh, that's gonna be fun.
It was 2 E3s ago, but like 4
Yeah.
years
So
ago.
here we are.
Yeah. Because we haven't had. Yeah.
Yeah, we had the
It was-
virtual
I
one.
think it was
and then
4
we had
years
the-
ago.
Yeah.
So just think, on Wednesday, I'm gonna be playing Lego Star Wars.
Mm.
That day, I would have watched. No, Kenobi's on Friday. So Wednesday is that. Thursday is Badonkagonk, and the next day is Obi-Wan Kenobi. 2 episodes.
Yeah.
Oh, what a Star Wars week it will be.
Week.
Sure. Zero Powers says, Have you guys ever heard of or played the game Maquette? It's a fun puzzle game about a relationship where the couple is voiced by Bryce Dallas Howard and her husband. I highly recommend it.
I never heard of it.
How do you spell it?
Maquette.
I'm usually pretty up on my indie games. I have heard of this, but I've not
Marietta?
played it.
I don't know. It's kind of like Marietta, but not quite. Yeah, I don't know what that one is. I've never played it. I'll have to check it out maybe.
It's been recommended to me before.
Is it a single player game then, or is
I
it
think
like a couple game?
it's by the same people who did Outer Wild, or maybe not the same people, but the same development studio. It's a single player game, I believe.
Interesting. But no, I've never heard of it, so maybe it's something you can check out. I doubt Eric or Calvin, you guys probably haven't played it or anything, right?
No, haven't played it or heard about it, but sounds interesting.
Kind of on that note, Sad Malik says, I don't know if this has been answered before, but will y'all be doing any other show or franchise themed podcast in the future, like an MCU podcast or an anime podcast? I'm assuming this is in regards to us having like a Star Wars themed podcast, especially. I do know that Rick and I had kind of talked before about doing like a video game oriented podcast, which would be fun. I know Rick and I both have enjoyed video games over the years, and we've talked a lot about video games and stuff, and retro and newer and whatnot. And I know I don't get a chance to play as much as I want to because I usually back and forth on like, should I stream this? Should I play it on my own? Sometimes I start games and I stop them because I think I should probably stream them, you know? So
Yeah.
there's been some mixtures of that, but we have toyed with the idea of having a theme for possible like individual Blind Wave podcasts.
Yeah.
But not like where it's a whole theme where we're going to have that podcast all the time. So maybe it would be like maybe it would be based on a show. We just talk about that show for a podcast or something like that. But
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of other things I like to talk about, like wrestling, but there's not a lot of people here to talk about that with.
yeah,
Sure.
I'll do that category for you.
So like we have some things that are overlaps.
I feel like a lot of that would be like you would be telling me something like, you're kidding. You're like, no, Aaron, I'm not. Here's the story. And I'm like, all right, let me listen to this.
That could be a fun
And
podcast.
that's just all it is.
Yeah.
You're just telling me these
Well,
wrestling stories.
No,
and I don't know.
so like I make some up, right? And at the end of it all,
I got to pick the real ones.
you have to pick the real ones. Oh,
That would
could
be
fun.
that would be really great.
Also, I'm drinking.
Like two truths and a lie.
Yeah.
One is a made-up wrestling story. The other two are real ones. Which one is the real one?
All right. Well, I'm here to announce our wrestling podcast.
All it needs to be is just a ring.
Yeah, we just
Or
need a
like an
ring
announcer
which can-
table.
which can double as the boxing ring. So
Yeah.
Tracer James says, what are your most impressive talents? Does anyone have an impressive talent that they think they have?
I think Calvin's he's a good impressionist.
and singer.
Yep. I'm decent at drawing. I think that's a talent.
Yeah.
Do you want me to tell your guys' yours too?
I'm not sure.
I thought that's what you were doing. You were just telling us what their talents were.
Like I feel like anything I'm good at now, I wasn't particularly talented at. Like it was really just hard to do. Except I was always just good at school, like taking tests and learning things. So I guess that's my talent, maybe.
Sure. Can a
Also, you
talent
do
be
have a
like...
talent of getting lost?
That's
That comes natural.
it does.
I don't know if I have any like where like I'm really good at something.
Yeah.
I think my best talent is that I'm kind of naturally decent at a lot of stuff.
Sure.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like I'm not like the worst of anything, but I'm also not the best
Yeah.
of anything. You know what I mean?
Sure. Like I have a lot of academic smarts, but I feel like my common sense and street smarts are very low.
Sure.
Where you're more average in the
Yeah,
middle
I don't have
of
the
all
greatest
those
knowledge,
things.
but I'm not like terrible at the street smarts or the common sense.
Yeah.
I'm not amazing at either one either. So I'm kind of in the middle of a lot of stuff. Like I remember like doing saxophone and playing in band and stuff like that too, and doing sports and things like that. Like I was never the best of any of those, but I was also never the worst.
I do think you're very good at lying. Like in Werewolf and Secret Hitler and things.
I don't know.
Like I think you're the best of us at that. Definitely.
Well,
I don't want to acknowledge that. That's a
Tetsuo
talent I
said
have.
Aaron is good at cheating.
I'm not. I don't cheat.
So I think that goes along with the
You
the
know,
lying
a really
and
good
fooling
liar
people.
and a cheater would try to cast doubt on this
Cast doubt on
talent.
I suppose it's true, huh?
I cannot jump rope good. It took me 6 months to be able to do the basic skip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember being good at like there was a hula hoop contest we had.
Yeah.
And, like as it
I
went,
remember that.
As it went through, like I ended up getting like 3rd place.
Yeah.
But it was just like by the end of it, it was like me and like 8 girls.
Yep.
And I was the only one of the guys who was like still going, and I got like 3rd place or something. I was also in like a geography bee where I got like 3rd place, but I was like in 4th grade, going against like 8th graders, and I got 3rd place in that or something too. Like it's always one of those things where like I do pretty good, but not I could do better. But
Yeah.
I haven't pushed myself that far.
So like a talent is like something that you're not good at it because of a lot of practice. You kind of just have a gift for it.
I imagine so.
I
Right?
think so,
Like,
yeah.
did you practice? Like you're a pretty good dancer. Did you practice dancing, or that has kind of come to you?
Not really.
Like, I think you're a
No.
talented dancer.
Like I think if anything,
like if you worked at it, like think of the heights you could go.
I think there's lots of things like if
True.
I practice this,
Yeah.
I probably could be really good,
Mm.
but I'm lazy. You know what I mean? Like
I'm
I don't
good at
wanna do
being
that.
lazy.
Like,
It's a good talent. There you go.
Exceptional.
I think you're a good cook.
See, I
Yeah,
think
but is
that's
that
one that I
practice?
worked the hardest on though.
yeah.
Okay.
Like
Your
like-
Donald Duck impression.
but
Alicia brought that
but
up.
my dad is so much better at it, you know? And Donald
Yeah,
Duck is
but
much better at that.
None of the rest of us can do it.
I
So
suppose.
it is a talent that you hold.
I guess. Especially like in this room right now.
Yeah. Especially right now.
So
It's crazy because whenever it came to drawing, like so many people on my dad's side of my family are just really good at drawing. It's like how is that a genetic?
Yeah.
You know, like it's not that we were necessarily like encouraged to draw more, because I know for a fact my dad never draws. He never did art, but one time he was like kind of loosely designing this new shed, and it fucking looked exactly like a shed. And I remember thinking, like, he draws too?
Huh.
I'd never seen him draw, and it looked like a very realistic shed.
Wow.
I was very
Cool.
surprised. I'm like, maybe it's just a thing.
Crazy.
Yeah. I mean, my mom was an artist. She did art therapy in college and stuff, and I can't draw for shit.
I guess like I've never been a good artist. Or like my handwriting's always been terrible.
Oh, yeah. No.
You know?
Yeah.
Same with me.
So
I
I've
have an
not
aunt
been
that's a calligrapher.
a calligrapher.
Maggie is incredible
Yeah.
at calligraphy.
All right. Let's see what else we have here. We only have a few more minutes, so Miss Timmy Fantasco didn't have a question. Just wanted to say that there is a score-only version of The Last Jedi on Disney Plus.
Ooh. That would be
So-
interesting. I would watch that.
Wanted to let us know about that.
I've watched it enough times where watching it in a new
So you-
way would be
So like
welcome.
a score-only version is like there's no dialogue, just music. I've never watched Star Wars like that before.
That would be cool.
That'd be
Interesting.
It'd be,
I mean,
it'd be
I-
a little weird.
We
too.
did
So there's
kind
still-
of when we went to Star Wars in concert.
Yeah.
A
Watched it
little
as a silent movie.
bit. Yeah.
So there's still like video. You can see the characters' mouths moving and all the action happening, but there's no sound effects or dialogue.
Yeah.
That would be interesting.
Yeah.
Eric can recreate the dialogue with puppets.
Hell yeah, that'd be fun.
That would be fun.
When you get to the part where they do the Holdo maneuver, it wouldn't really like. It would be interesting. It's like the same exact thing, right? Where all the music and all the sound, everything just goes
just
away.
gone.
But
Yeah.
instead of the sound design coming back in, it's just the music. That would be cool. I want to check that out.
I wonder if they have the other. They should do the other movies like that.
Yeah.
I'd just be curious to like only have like score music.
I will need to check it out and then maybe come back next week on Badonkagonk and have a report.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, like what's kind of cool too is like I would watch Star Wars a lot to go to sleep.
Yeah.
Having that where it's just the music
Mhm.
and kind of the visuals happening while it's going on, I'd probably just fall asleep watching it. You know.
Yeah.
Sure.
Except for like you wake up and it's like the asteroid feel. Tornado falls off.
Super Dora says, "How do you deal with like burnout?" I feel like with people asking about more shows, it can be draining to treat watching shows as work and not as spending time with friends. Sorry if this is confusing. So, how do you deal with burnout of the job, especially when it's like most people are like, this is like their wind down thing, right? They go
Sure.
home, they relax and watch an episode of TV.
Yeah.
But here it's work. You have to pay attention. You have to analyze. You have to not be wrong.
Sure. Oh yeah,
You
no,
know,
it's a
like-
lot of work. I mean, I personally, I just have a lot of fun doing it, so that certainly helps. But also, you know, like when Jancy came in to start doing the schedule, she quickly learned like what we do and what we don't do to try to avoid, like, now if you do this too much, we'll just be done, not want to talk about that show for a while. It's got to be more spread out this way. So there's little tiny things that we do like that
Yeah.
that helps avoid burnout, definitely.
I think doing like the toughest thing is when they have a show where it's like Stranger Things coming up.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be like all of it at once kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But watching through it and just binging through it and doing discussions and going in
Yeah.
the next one, I feel like that one is the easiest way for me to get burned out.
Yeah.
So spacing some of that stuff out a little bit
Yeah.
helps, even if it's just the next day.
Sure.
You know, I think that
Yeah.
kind of stuff
It makes all the difference.
just helps to where it's not just do the next one, do the next one, do the next one, and it just. I think those are the moments I feel the most burned out.
Sure.
And having a rotation of different things. It's been nice having like you watch an episode of Better Call Saul,
Yeah.
and then you watch an episode of Teen Titans,
Yeah.
and then you watch an episode of like Brooklyn Nine-Nine, and it's different, so it's not feeling too similar.
Sure.
And it kind of helps with
Yeah.
some of that too.
Well, like, you know, sometimes, you know, there'd be people being like, you guys kind of went on a tangent here, you know, about a thing and didn't talk about the show. But sometimes, especially if it's a very heavy thing or if it's very emotionally invested, sometimes like we can like self-modulate ourselves by going on a tangent and
Finding
you
your
know,
center again.
because when you go from like Better Call Saul, a very heavy episode, to Teen Titans, like it's a good transition to be like, all right, let's talk about poop for a second.
Yeah.
Sure. And sometimes those before the show,
Yeah.
like we've hit record and we haven't started yet. Sometimes
Sure.
those discussions help to kind of like
Yeah.
space out some of the stuff where it's like, man, that was a heavy episode of whatever we just watched, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we talk a little bit and then we get into
Takes us back
yeah,
to
whatever it
like
is.
the 0 point for our emotional scale.
Sure. Because sometimes it can be tough. Like, I don't know. There's been times where it's like, well, the last episode of this wasn't as good.
Mhm.
I'm hoping this next one will be better.
Yeah.
But should I watch the next episode of this before or after this that I really, really enjoy? You know? Like, we've kind of talked about, like, well, Flash is not, we don't feel like Flash is done as well as what it used to do,
Mm-hmm.
but we still want to see where it's going with stuff.
Sure.
Meanwhile, like, Superman and Lois,
Awesome.
we've really been liking, really
Yeah.
enjoying. Like, does it lessen or make the experience better depending on which one goes first?
Sure.
You
Do we
know?
watch Flash and be like, all right, and then Superman,
Yeah.
like, yeah, or do we watch Superman, we're like, yeah, and then we watch Flash, like, Jesus.
Yeah, right. So there's a lot of things playing with too to help with like how to like reset a little bit and try to
Yeah.
look at the episodes and stuff of what's going on. Yeah, I don't know. Like burnout wise, I get that some, I think, but also at home, like I don't watch a lot of TV at home necessarily, you know. And I know like Melanie's like, hey, you want to do this? I'm like, I don't know. I watch it all day. Sometimes the last thing I want to do is come home and watch TV shows. But also like I'm trying to find other stuff to watch with her that I'm like, this is different or whatever, you know. Like, we're
It's
not gonna watch
easier-
Masked Singer here, you know.
It
But
also
it's fun
is,
for us.
it like, you know, not to the extent of Rick, but getting into a workout schedule has definitely helped out in that even at the very end of the day, and usually I'd be, you know, depending on the job that I'm doing, like, you know, I did just hard manual labor on the farm for so long in the beginning part of my life, but now it's usually just kind of like managing, like, I'm sitting down in this chair for 9 hours today. Just make
Yeah.
sure I get up, move around. But by the end of the day, I don't want to go home, sit, and watch TV. I want to do something. And I kick that off by working out. And then by the time I get home, I'm charged back up with energy, you know?
Sure.
Yeah, for me, it's
And then I sleep. Great.
yeah, for me, it's like exercising in the morning gets me pumped and energy for the rest of the day to like go through and do it.
Yeah.
Like it's certainly gotten better, but it's still just hard for me to be around people for 8 hours.
Yeah.
Even if it's my best friends, it's just draining. So it does definitely get that sometimes, but the exercise has made a huge difference.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just super excited to come do that in the mornings.
Yeah.
Whereas like before that, it'd be like, oh man, what are we watching today?
Sure.
I don't know.
And then every once in a while, like in a mailbag or someone sends you a DM and it's just a very nice message where the things that you're doing for your job feels like you're really helping out somebody.
Yeah.
And that can be very invigorating as well.
Yeah. I do think one thing, too, that's helped more recently is some of the stuff that we've been reacting to I've been watching with the kids.
Yeah.
So, like, we've been going through Star Wars, and we had reacted to Rebels and stuff like that, but I've been watching Rebels and Star Wars and stuff with them. Same thing with My Hero. Like, I've been watching through My Hero, not like one episode every day or not like a whole bunch in a week, but, like, we probably get through, like, 3 or 4 in a week. Like, we watch it during dinner and stuff like that, too, and they've been liking it, and then we'll talk about that a little bit, too, and it's made me more excited for, like, My Hero and different things. So I think that kind of helps to keep it from being, like, dragging on or anything or burning out on different things, because, like, having that connection with them means that when I go home, I can kind of talk with them about some of the stuff, and then I come here and I'm interested more so because it's kind of hitting in more than one place.
Yeah, like every show I rank S, I think I've watched with the family pretty much. That I can watch with the family. So
Like
I'm
not
watching.
Berserk.
I'm watching Dr. Stone right now. Gravity Falls, Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Ghost in the Shell.
I watched that with Maggie already. But I mean, we reacted to that, you know.
Gotcha.
It's interesting. I'm almost kind of the opposite in that I will feel burnt out. Like, you know, we'll spend an hour talking about the Book of Boba Fett, and then that night I'll talk to a family member or a friend that wants to talk about Book of Boba Fett. I just talked about it.
Yeah.
I just talked about it for like an hour. I don't want to talk about it anymore.
Sure.
That's the only burnout I have.
Maggie will.
Not in front of a
I
camera.
definitely get that.
Yeah, Maggie will like want to talk to me about Moon Knight.
Yeah.
Man, I talked about Moon Knight so much.
Yeah.
But
Like
let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I get that. My worry there is sometimes I feel like I shortchange Melanie on the discussion because I've already kind of had a lot of conversations about it, and I'm like, I don't know if I talk enough to her about what she's wanting to talk about for whatever the show is. Because a lot of the shows that like we've watched and reacted to, like I used to watch Arrow and stuff with her, or Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., or, you know, some of those things. So a lot of things that I would have been watching with her, instead now I'm watching here, and we don't have that same thing. So
I need to start bringing my notes home.
yeah, I know.
Just haven't watched the video. Just wait, just put it on. Like, what is this me talking about?
Well, you can email them to yourself, Rick.
My notes? That's true. I could now.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, it is after 5, so that's probably going to be the last of questions that we get to for now. We will do more Blind Wave questions here in a couple weeks, so if you have some questions you want us to get to, keep those in mind, and here be the beginning of next month. We'll have another podcast to talk about those, but next week we are going to be having the Star Wars Badonka podcast, and I'm sure we'll have some Star Wars questions that we'll talk about there from you guys, and Eric and I are looking forward to Star Wars stuff.
So much.
Indeed. Should I try to speed run through these bits and donations?
Sure, go ahead, Rick.
There's a few, so I will go quick. 92 Chris, 30 months. Thank you so much. Hilding 97, 39 months. 39, that's pretty good, but I think 40 is better. Dickus Bickus, 40 months. 40, that's better than 39. Zero Power Zero, 3 months. Light Shut. Oh, those are redemptions. We have exercises, so check those out, Aaron, if you can.
I have 2 sets of squats.
All right. Will Burraford, 4 months. Can't stick around to watch today, but please take this sub instead. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Veronica, 23 months. In case you haven't heard it today, you're awesome. Well, you're awesome
Thank
too.
you too.
Thank you.
People don't get told that enough. So tell more people that they're awesome. Son of Dark Helmet, gifted 5 subs. Thank you so much.
Thank you very
Alex in
much.
Scotland gifted a sub as well as sent that
The wings.
food before, right?
Yeah. Thank you.
Casual Dune, 26 months. Thank you.
Thank you, Doom.
Lewick, gifted 5 subs.
Thank you, Lewick.
Sir Booty Warrior, 6 months. Afternoon, y'all. Afternoon to you. Holding Land, 19 months. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Garrick Loran, 57 months. That's a lot of months.
Thanks, Garrick. Thank you so much.
Ferdam, 4 months. Thank you.
Thank you, Ferdam.
Hilding, 100 bits. Weekly loving.
Weekly loving.
Claricy, 3 months. Hi.
Hi, Claricy.
Hi.
Yizing, 23 months. What's your kids' favorite Pokemon? My daughter's is Eevee.
I know Kanan likes Squirtle. I'm not sure about the rest of them, really. I think Colson's favorite is Charizard. Leon, he likes water Pokemon a lot, but I don't know if his is Squirtle or Greninja.
Obi likes Litten. He has a Linton plush that he plays with.
Yeah, what you need to do though is you need to get a few of them and see which one he goes to.
Yeah, have him choose.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then set the others free.
Yeah. Just brah. Be great.
Sammy Boy, resubscribed for 4 months. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Sammy boy.
Thank you.
Silent Dust, subscribed for the first time.
Silent dust.
Moriarty, 25 months. Thank you.
Thank you.
Shadow Strike, gifted a sub. Flash
you.
Arrow, 12 months. What's your favorite dad in fiction? Might be Dr. Stone.
Oh, yeah, it's really good.
I don't know. Boy Meets World.
Okay.
Mr. Matthews.
Sure.
Alan Matthews, I believe.
There's probably others, but I can't get past Dr. Stone.
I want to say some, but spoilers also.
All right.
Iroh for various reasons.
Ooh,
Sure.
it's a good one.
I'll accept that.
It's a good one. Simon Twitch, 5 months. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Tintin Who, 34 months. Thank you.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Marvelous JJ, 21 months. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Wool Chaplin, 3 months. Happy days. Hope everyone is well.
Thank you.
You're
Thank
doing
you.
well. Hope you as well.
Centennial Jones cheered 13 bits. So no people in the desert then. No, so no peyote in the desert then.
Peyote.
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 That is something I wanted to ask Chad because Aaron brought it up of like, what does Aaron say weird?
Oh, do you think Chad
Yeah.
has one?
Maybe they might.
Chat might.
We
Yeah.
talked about this
They hear you a lot.
in something, and it's like everyone. It was the discussion that everyone has something weird that they say.
Back bagels and boggles or
Yeah,
whatever.
you said you had pillow,
Hello. Yeah.
which is pillow.
Pillow.
What?
Pillow.
He says
Sure,
pillow
can I have
as
one?
pillow.
So he has an E instead of an I.
Yes.
You have both.
Both.
Rick has a plethora. Not the word plethora.
Plethora.
He has a lot of different things.
I have a
has a lot.
speech
He
disorder.
has-
But yeah, I don't know what mine is.
You have to have one. I did like Melanie's response though.
Yeah, I was
You
talking.
need to tell because you
Yeah.
like he texted Melanie like, "Do I have one of these?"
I did. I was hoping that she would help me in figuring something out. And when I texted her, she goes, "I'm sure there's something." And then she said her brother Timmy says that you said incorrectly wrong. It's supposed to be pronounced, "You're right, Melanie."
That was a good one. Limber Gravy, subscribe for the first time. Thank you.
Thank you.
Damn it, Gumby, subscribe for the first time. Thank you.
Thank you.
Naito Rio Ronin, subscribe for the first time. Thank you.
Thank you.
Purple Grapes Grace, 25 months. Hope to catch the first Star Wars podcast live, even though I'll be in London.
London.
Try.
Oh.
Thank you very much. That guy, J-Rod, 21 months. Sup.
What's up?
North for Life, 2 months.
Thank you
Thanks.
so much.
Thank you.
Gamer Harold, 100 bits. You guys are so awesome.
Thank you, Gamer Harold.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Appreciate it.
Captain Cold, 5 bits. Happy Accounting Day, Boys Club Day, Brown Bag It Thursday, Celebrate Your Elected Officials Day, Global Accessibility Awareness Day, Hummus Day, Lag Bomer Day, May Ray Day. Oh man, that's a lot of apostrophes. Aprif Day, Asian and Pacific Islander, HIV/Awareness Day, Devil's Food Cake Day, Hepatitis Testing Day, Notebook Day, Family Doctor Day, World IBD Day, Events 1963, Martin Luther King's letter from Birmingham jail is published. 1962, Marilyn Monroe performs her famous rendition of Happy Birthday.
Ah.
And another 5 bits. Did you know that Lyndon Ashpley will turn 62 in 4 days? Fun fact, you guys definitely didn't know he was in Iron Man 3.
62.
Johnny Cage.
Man.
Gene
Yeah, did you
Girl,
know that, Aaron?
subscribe for 17 months. Thank you very much.
Well, when he said that, I was gonna like, "Come on, Johnny Cage," and then he said about the Iron Man 3. I'm like, okay, yeah, he's talking about Johnny Cage.
Lucas V, subscribe for the first time. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Chase Elijah, 15 months. Hey guys, have you seen that new multiverse game?
Nope.
We saw something about it a long time ago, right?
I think so.
But I haven't seen anything about it since. I don't know. I don't think I've seen a trailer or anything.
Apparently the alpha is out and there has been a trailer, but we have not seen it.
Have not.
Leewick gifted a sub. Thank you very much.
Thank
Actually,
you,
2 of
Leewick.
them.
Oh, thank you, Lewick.
Twice.
Lone Mythics, 6 months. Thanks, guys, for always making me smile.
Well,
You're welcome. Thank you
Glad
for
we can
always
help.
smiling.
Tam is my name, 11 months. This may be old news now, but it's finally my chance to say it during a live stream. Many congratulations on your wedding, Eric and Jancy. Wishing you a lifetime of fun, joy, fulfillment, and contentment. May the force be with you always.
Thank you.
Thank you.
and with you.
And with you always.
Dev Sam Jam, 3 months. What's up, guys?
Hey.
What's up? Nothing. We're good.
SG7201, 2 months. Can't wait for y'all to hit 1 million subs. You absolutely deserve it.
Awesome. We hope
Thanks.
to hit it this year. Thank
Yes,
you so much.
Thank you.
X Pasty Face, 50 months.
50
Thank you, Pasty Face.
50.
each.
Pasty face.
Cryptic Prior. That's a great name.
Cryptic
Subscribed
Prior.
to Tier 3 for the first time.
Thank you so much.
Ian, 93, 52 months, more than 40, but less than 57. Super excited for the Badonk Gonk podcast. Actually started reading some of the Legends books, finished Obi-Wan, and working on Master and Apprentice.
Nice.
Nice.
And finally, Haywire, subscribed for the first time.
Thank you so much,
Haywire.
Haywire. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Welcome.
And that's it. We're going to be back tomorrow with more Pokemon Randomizer.
Oh, we're
Yeah.
so close
No,
to
that was
beating
gonna
the
be a
Elite
question
Four. We're so close. And then we
I
have
kind of forgotten about it, to be honest.
Yeah, I was in
Let
bliss.
us remind you
Everyone-
tomorrow at 3.
everyone's been so re-energized now to
Yes.
push through what's
No.
left.
Yes. Thank
We
you,
will get it.
vacation, for your blessings.
I'm in the middle of the Elite Four.
Can we have
I
another
am on my way to the
vacation?
Elite Four. Beating all gyms.
I'm so excited to get through, eat it. So excited. So join us tomorrow 3. Anything else?
That's it.
See you guys tomorrow. Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Donkey Kong
Bye.
next week.
Donkey Gonk.